Wow, something just went, brrr, but I'm here. Hi, guys. Welcome to Procrastination Thursday, where we try to do as little as possible. So I just want to say hello, and hopefully everybody's had a blessed week. And Ed, just so you know that we're sending prayers to you, brother, for the loss of your friend. And hopefully you can keep yourself busy and keep your mind occupied. That would be awesome. So we might as well hit the chat right away. We've already got a good number of people in the chat. So hello to Ed from Ed's Crazy Adventures. Butler Family Farms. It's my brother Jerry. Well, he's a stepbrother, but that's all right. Still gives me somebody to pick on. And they were bantering back and forth. And then we have Miss Patty Price. Hey, Patty. Miss Jody Young. She was going to be here, but now she's not here. She's going out with friends. That seems like a wonderful day. Nothing better than laughing and more laughing with friends. So, Jody, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon with your friends. The Bud Files, I'm sure that's Susan in here. Welcome. Wolfston Outdoors Official, good morning. And of course, Jesse's girl, Miss Lisa, she's out. She's in the shipping department. I said that she should be going out and spending all Jesse's money on them. But again, their household is much like ours. What's Jesse's is Lisa's, and what's Lisa's is Lisa's. Pretty much the same as here. What's mine is Debbie's, and what Debbie's is Debbie's. Yes. Anyways, and we wouldn't have it any other way. My brother Daz from across the pond. What's going on, brother? Hopefully everything's well over there. And the Outback is, still in the Outback. And, I know you're going through winter right now. Tell you what, in Canada this year, one day it's Texas. One day it's winter. All over. And then the next 2 weeks, we're in the rainforest. Man, I keep threatening that I'm going to do a video of my garden, but it's heartbreaking. Like, I've literally got one zucchini. That's it. Like, I haven't even got enough to make zucchini bread yet. I don't know. I'm going to have to get out there. I've got a whole lot. Been in a lot of pain lately. And I've got to get my choke cherries picked. They are ripe. I was over and tried some. And, I don't know if folks know when a choke cherry is ready. Whenever you eat it and it makes your face go, it's ready to go. So the birds have got quite a few, but I've got a good bumper crop. I'll be able to make a little bit of choke cherry jelly, enough to get me through again. Cottonwood Ranch. Hello, Raquel. Hopefully you've turned up the heater and you're sending it this way. And by heater, I don't mean forest fires. Enough of those. Let's see here. PSV Odyssey. G'day, Paul. Freedom Woodbird. You got to run to town. What are you going to town for, Brenda? Oh, and Lisa, I'm drinking the nectar you sent in the box. Thank you. This week, I did, Debbie and I ventured across the pond, the invisible line, and went and picked up 2 packages, one from Sir Grace and Miss Doubtfire. Ooh, boy, I tell you what, that one. Freeze-dried Skittles, folks. My new obsession. But what's even better is freeze-dried Starbursts. I don't know what to say other than And yes, Brenda, you probably don't have any of those. And I'm not sharing. The only person I shared with was Kyle. I gave him some to go up to Petawawa with. So I'm not a very good sharer whenever it comes to candy. The weather's been odd there as well, Daz. Yeah, it's been cold, hot, wet, 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 hot, and excuse me, there was actually a couple nights last week that got into the high 40s. Usually this time of year, early August, at night, we're only getting down to 65. And yeah, it's just been really, really, really weird weather this year. Hey, LP, what's going on? Hopefully you're having a blessed day. Well, all right, Raquel, well, start sending it east. All right. Usually 2 to 3 days, well, 2.5 to 3 days after you guys get a weather system, the way the jet stream is, we get what you have. So I guarantee you this, we ain't got no 30-degree weather. So I don't know where it got lost between your place and my place. And it's a pretty straight line from Winnipeg to Ottawa. I don't know what to say. Maybe you could send one of your horses with a load of hot weather for us. That's all right, Daz. You're allowed to step out, brother. I want the Starburst. I wouldn't even send you one. Sorry. And Carlene Vasseur, welcome. And T&J Homestead, welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing well. 95 degrees in Oklahoma. Yeah. Ed, stop that. All right, sweetheart. Have a good day. Have fun at work. I'll think of you. Love you. That's a good wife. Yeah, this is a shift that sucks, 1 to 9. So she's there till at least 9 o'clock tonight. So it goes. Starbursts are not sold in Australia now. Really? Daz, I have to try to find your. I'm sure Miss Lisa's got your address, but if she doesn't, I need you to send it. You're one person I will share with. Actually, I've got a package to go to you. I just haven't sent it yet. I don't think it's any secret that things have been quite tight here lately. But I'm hoping to get over that. So my Thursday announcement is I am hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be getting into merch. I will be making mugs. Not only will I be making and designing mugs for, I think I'm going to open up an Etsy store. But you got to do what you got to do, right? So, but there is a package headed your way, Daz. Might be about a month or so. Plus, it'll probably take 2 months to get there, but it's on the way. Hey, buddy. Hey, get out of there. To the moon, Alice. Get out of there, I said. Goof. You're bugging me. Let's see here. That's awesome, Jerry. Thank you for 5 months of membership. Appreciate you. Our cabin in the woods, Tony. Tony was part of my video yesterday. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Give it a thumbs up. And shoot me a message on it. It's just a little spoof. Just joking around amongst friends. Did my monetization thing get all fixed? Yes. Yes, it did, Raquel. So they tried to tell me that I created a bot who started watching all my videos. Well, I went on and on and on and on and on and on. Tried sending emails and whatever else. And they just, you're guilty as charged. And good luck trying to find anybody to prove yourself innocent. So I guess about 3 weeks in, I had Jesse on the phone. Yeah. He was listening on the phone, and I had the guy here on the computer. And it was unbelievable that, I said, well, I really should be thanking you that you think I'm smart enough to create a robot to do what you're saying. But how can I be held liable for somebody trolling me? And I guess I must have won because they backdated everything, and everything they withheld, I received. So, but it's still nothing that, it would have been a lot more fun for me at the meetup to do more lives and whatever else. But, I was just kind of blah, that, I'm not going to make anything. So, anyways, it's not here nor there, but it is fixed. I did get all my revenue for the month except for the membership that they canceled or suspended or whatever the heck they did. So I guess in a roundabout way, I lost about $50. But yes, it's all fixed up. But folks, there is several issues. Actually, this is bugging me today. I'm going to take it down for now. I think everybody knows how to get a hold of Terry now. And if they don't, well, go to any one of my videos or Jesse's videos. Where the heck? Banners. Hide. There we go. There's definitely trolls going around, folks. I had a call from a friend yesterday. I don't know if they want me to say it's them or whatever, but I think she's actually done live hits about it. But she's now got the same situation that happened to me, that they demonetized me, is happening to her. So in the last, whenever we had chatted, the last 24 hours prior, she got well over 5,000 new followers, I believe. And, like, they're calling her through Messenger in the middle of the night, and they're sending messages. Like, I'm not talking, one or two messages. We talked for maybe 20 minutes, and she had well over 10 messages from people, both women and men, telling her how beautiful she was and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, she's just overly concerned that she's worried about she's concerned that, and like I said, just try to block whatever you can and get a hold of the people that run the social media platform that she's having the issue with. And I said, that's all you can do. You're just going to have to ride it out. But people have got like no time. Serious. Like, anyways, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but just know that, be careful, folks, because they're out to get us any way they can. Good folks are trying to get, are getting, picked out, kind of, and that's not right at all. I did see somebody pop in. Lynn the Okie, howdy. Hey, everybody. I'm canning behind to comment. I'm watching your comments. Tony's canning away. Guys, if you didn't see his, I don't know if it's his most recent one, but you want to know how hot it is in Oklahoma? Tony will tell you and show you. That was pretty gross. Like, yeah. Although, I wouldn't mind it right now. And trust me, I've got my hoodie right here ready to go. Whenever I have an opportunity, I will be running to the thermostat now that Debbie's gone and turn it way up. And then, so I'm sure as soon as the girls get home, they'll drop it right back down and we'll start freezing again. But I don't even know what the temperature is outside right now. It was, come on. I know we're under tornado warning again. Shocker. It's Thursday and Friday. Of course we're going to be under tornado warnings. Well, it's 77 with a tornado. No, not a warning yet. A watch. Man, I don't know. And then we're supposed to get rain all night again. Shocker. Man, I'm actually thinking about putting lights out there and just turning my stuff into a hydroponics, even though it's planted in soil. It's honestly flooding, and it's got excellent drainage because they're raised beds. So it goes right through the soil. But, I had one person I showed and they're like, oh, you've got bugs. No, I've just got extreme amounts of water. All right, have fun, Brenda. It is so hot you can cook an egg on the pavement. Oh, now you're all just trying to rub it in. Hey, Marie Aroki Homestead, how are you? Sitting in the doctor's office. That's all right. So, there you go. Rain is a good thing. No. We're good. We had no rain all spring. Then the fires started. I guarantee you, there ain't no fires around here anymore because they be floating. Look at that. I'm all caught up. So, yeah, you guys need the rain. And it always goes that way, right? It's feast or famine. The folks that need the rain never get the rain, and the people that have the rain wish it would go away. Well, but anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, we have one. So, Jerry, just so you know, we have one new room booked. So we're 5 rooms away from doing the giveaway. So that will be a fun evening. And I know, heard that once the house sells, they're definitely, or not heard that, Randy and Julie. Anyways, they are on board to on board, get it? Ship. They want to attend, and I was interviewed yesterday morning on the official Ann Lynn show, and if I'm not mistaken, I think both those ladies are coming too. At least one, if not 2. And for those that don't know, that's Mrs. Doubtfire's mom and aunt. And they're great folks. Like there's going to be a lot of laughing going on there. And there's just more and more people are coming along. And it's just, wonderful. Just wonderful. I love this weather in Oklahoma. Yeah, me too, Ed. But they only let me in for a little while, and then I got to get out. Then I got to come back. Then I got to go out. Then I got to come back. A real pain in the you-know-what. Actually, I've got a question. Did the Powerball go on Tuesday, or is it well over $1 billion? Because if it's still going, I'm going to have to send my contact a message and get her to buy me some more tickets and check the tickets that I had for Tuesday. Oh, well then, you come on up here, Marie. You'll freeze. Like, I'm wearing hoodies outside with shorts. I had one of my neighbors, hey, there's my sister from a different mister. There's Miss Doubtfire. I'm sure she was lurking. But it's one of the Powerball's gone, but the mega. Okay, so yeah, sorry, whichever one's over $1 billion. So it didn't go then on Tuesday, Randy. I will have to get a hold of my contact because I tell you what, that would make a Canadian really happy to win $1 billion US. I might just have to rent that ship out and invite 4,000 of my closest friends. Ooh, wouldn't that be a party? So everybody would have to go for 2 weeks because I'd rent the ship for a week. You guys have already got it booked for a week. That just means we got to go for 2 weeks. Tell me that wouldn't be fun. Sir Grayson Iron, yes, you are. I did remember that you have a full day at the VA today, and I did say a little something to the good man upstairs that it all goes tickety boo today. I have a ticket in my pocket. Say, no, I don't think so. See, I'm going to get one. When is it? When is the draw? Is it tonight? I don't know if it's once a week, twice a week. Come on, Randy. Give me the info. And don't lie to me because these folks, they're watching you. Never trust a truck driver. Why is this not? We checked our ticket, nada. Sir Grace says tomorrow. Well, if Sir Grace says tomorrow, I will believe him. So I'm going to I'll have them bought in 2 different states. And I have to be very careful on what 2 states because states are different. So Oklahoma, I can collect it, no problem. Yes, I have to give. So the cash payout, whatever it would be, I would pay taxes on that. Get to the border, fill out my paperwork, and then Uncle Sam sends me all the taxes. But then I get screwed by the Canadian government. So that's why I'm going to keep a fair chunk across the pond. Yep. The Powerball's at 90 million. Well, what's the one that's over $1 billion? That's the one I want. If I'm going to dream, I want to dream big. Hey, Aunt Lynn, how are you? Scott, remember I worked at a gas station? Yeah, I did too, Ed. Yep. Don't forget, Ed, I'm on disability. Ha! Got you beat. Oh man, just the blessings and like I was saying to Jesse, it would be almost the Mega Millions at 1.25 tomorrow night's draw. Can I send you some money, Lisa? Because Texas and Oklahoma, I know for a fact I can claim it. Florida, I don't think I can, and I'm not sure about the Carolinas. I gotta go. Okay, LP, you take care. All right. Actually, before I forget, and they're what, like $3 a ticket? I won a free ticket on my draw up here. Where am I? PayPal. I think it was $20, right? Lisa gets me like 3 or 4 plays. I don't know. I'll send you $20, Lisa. Sorry, guys. There's, priorities here. You guys are all going to benefit. Lisa. 21 will get me 5. Woohoo! We're done. US 21. PayPal. Friends and family. Then. There you go, Lisa. Appreciate it. I tell you what. You sent done. Should be there, Miss Lisa. $21 will get you 7. I don't know. I just sent $21. Get me whatever. I am headed out soon. Okay, you take care. And it was a lot of fun yesterday morning with you and Ann. And guys, if you didn't see it, go back and watch the rerun. The girls are back in town. Just telling, that should be a short. The girls are back. All right. Absolutely. Double trouble. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if you haven't seen it, Grace, if you can, or Grace, Glenda, if you could throw it up, if you can. If not, I think I've got some more mods in here. I think Jerry's a mod. I think Ed's a mod. Miss Lisa is, I think. I should. Well, yes. We haven't seen Mama yet. Mama's been kicking around, but we haven't seen Mama. Especially with her new pretty hat on. And I was just saying earlier before you got in here, now you could have been lurking. But man, if you guys can swing being able to come on that cruise, oh, wow. Between Mama and Jan's alter ego, Oh my goodness. You guys know who I mean. Between those two running around the ship, watch out. I think Memo and Scott should do a live. We could probably do that. Yeah, well, that's it, Lynn. And you know what? Terry's a wonderful guy, and he won't fill you full of, you know what. Hey, there's my brother, the Flip Flop Farmer. What's going on, Johnny? And I believe the reason why Christine isn't in, I think she's actually playing Real Job, and she should be on the way back home, right, Johnny? She come home today? If not, I'll be ready to oh, absolutely. Yes, we would probably bring down the house, literally. Oh, I can only Matt. Yeah, she's on her way home. Good, because hey, look at me, folks. You leave me unsupervised with a knife, and I still cut myself. Still have to send Jesse that medical bill. Nowhere on there does it say that you shouldn't cut your arm with a watermelon knife. There's no warnings. Hey, if somebody can sue McDonald's for hot coffee, why can't I sue a watermelon knife place because it cut my arm? I may be sailing for free, folks. I would never do anything of the sort. I just want to put that out there. With people actually knowing. Scott, I didn't comment. Well, where the heck did she go? On your video yet, but oh my God, that cracked us up. Well, that's what it was meant to do. But you know what the funny thing is? Johnny had no idea that I was doing the spoof, and I had no idea Johnny was doing the spoof. And we put it out within minutes. Mine was 75% uploaded when I saw Johnny's video come out. I watched it. I sat there and belly laughed. Debbie's like, what is the matter with you? And I'm like, you're just not going to believe this. I said, we both did a spoof about the same guy. Johnny's doing a different scenario, but it was, oh my goodness, it was so funny. Johnny, that's why they don't give us any guns either. Oh, wait. Pew pews, don't shut me down. They're going to take my monetization away again. Bad. All right. Bye, Aunt Lan. Hopefully your appointment goes very well, and they say that you're starting to decrease in age, and you're not a day over 27. Toodles. Oh, see you soon, Aunt Lynn? What does that mean? You're going to go out to lunch again? And I'm not going to get an invite? They do have planes that go from Ottawa to where you are. Just saying. Actually, the funny thing? Whenever I drive down, if everything works out and the Tin Killer meetup goes next year, I'm going to be driving right by your door. Actually, I'm going to be staying in your vicinity somewhere. Just saying. So we'll have to get together for dinner. You know, Sir Grace is going to have to jump in the truck with me, and I'll bring him with me. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. I know you wouldn't do that to me, Aunt Lynn. Now, Miss Doubtfire, she'd throw me in the fire. I get it. I get it. I appreciate it. And you have safe travels to the hospital. So you got all your work done now, Johnny? Now you can just be the relaxing flick flop farmer? Man, you can really get your tongue tied in knots. I may be moving back to Texas. Good Lord, Ed. Well, we've talked. You know what I you know what I said to you. Hey, Rebecca. And yes, Rebecca, I guess, found out that her nephew died a couple weeks ago. And so if you can, keep Rebecca and her family in your prayers. That would be greatly appreciated. No, Johnny. So Carrie, JB, that whole crew is looking at having a week get together where we actually can sit down. It's not going to be so rushed like the weekend meetup. It'll probably be like the week leading up or whatever to the one in Arkansas, so everybody just could take holidays and do both. I'm not sure if they're going to go before, after that. That hasn't been all figured out yet. But no, there is talk of Tin Killer, but it'll be like 5 days, 6 days that folks can just sit and talk and get to know one another. It won't be at the same place. They're actually looking at a different place, but Carrie Oak is one of the ones that are looking. It's going to be like a mini fishing tournament. I don't know. They're just ideas that we were throwing around amongst folks. So if that goes, then it's just getting way too much money to fly. It's just way, I don't know. I can drive and stay in hotels a lot cheaper than it is to fly. Literally, if I leave early enough, I would get through here. I'd probably get across into the US and then cut the 90 across, and then is it the 70, whatever it is, to shoot down to Indianapolis and Louisville, stay there, and then shoot down the rest the next day. So it's really only 2 days of driving. 71, thank you. So, I may do it in 3 days. I don't know. But it's still going to be a heck of a lot cheaper than a plane that I think the total I paid for the flight was like 1,700 Canadian. So it was substantially, it was a lot of money to fly from Ottawa to Tulsa. I'll put it that way. Right here, close, not as close as Ed or Brenda, but oh yeah, no, you guys aren't that far, Johnny, whatsoever. You know, so I think there's a campground if you pass where Ed and Brenda and JB are. So go by where we were, cross the bridge, go past JB's park. Then there's another provincial park or state park, I should say. Sorry. About 5 minutes up the road. And that's the one that she was kicking around that we'd use. They have like cabins there to rent. And so it would probably be much cheaper for me to rent a cabin and drive than to fly and rent a cabin. And, you know, because this boy, unless it's a boat, this boy ain't getting in no kayak. I'd get in, but I'd never get out. Holy geez, Ed, he's got morals. He wouldn't let riffraff like you on the flip-flop farmer farm. Uh-oh, Johnny, we got to be good. Johnny, be good. Hi, Miss Christine. I'm getting ready to board my flight, but just wanted to say hi. Well, hello to you. Safe travels. And I'm sure you're one and only. You'll be sitting at the airport with a little pitter-patter in his heart, waiting for his girl to arrive. Either that or he's running around the house now doing the dishes, throwing a load of wash in. Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. That'd be fun. Good V-roll for you too, Ed. And let's face it, they're not that far away. And dishes and laundry. I'm telling you. So, anyways, let's see. This week, well, Debbie and I went across, like I said, and we got Missed Out Fire's package and Sir Grace's package that they sent. And then Jesse and Lisa sent me the knife, which I ripped my arm apart on. You know, we gotta embellish it somehow. But you guys saw the blood. I darn near bled to death. And all right, Christine, safe travels. Are you just leaving the Dakotas now, or are you on a connector flight? You're probably on a connector to Chicago and then from Chicago home. Honest to God, that is the sharpest knife I have ever seen. I wasn't being, I barely touched my arm. I meant to just there was no pressure on it whatsoever. I just ran it, just gently ran it across my arm, and I looked down and went, "Oh, you done screwed up, buddy." And the blood's like, I'm like, oh no. So yeah. Hey, Lila. Oh no, you just got to go back and watch it. And yeah, I pretty much said it right from the get go. It was, you were probably looking after mom. So families first, Lila. Um, I will give you a call this afternoon. I think I've got about 4 different phone calls, but after my live, I will touch base with you about what you sent me a message on. Oh, I know, Johnny. Like, how freaking embarrassing is that whenever you just go to. And I thought, how things click click around in the big old noggin here. I was actually going to flip the knife on its backside and go like that. And I'm like, can't be that sharp. Oh, crap. Oh, well. She flew back from New Mexico. Oh, Denver. Okay, Denver to Tulsa. 10-4. I need to win one. Well, they did say Saturday. I do believe. Goodness only knows. Jesse, if Miss Lisa starts getting low on her work, he's going to have to give some more stuff away. Because having to Betsy, she has a day where she, can just putter around and do what she wants. Just can't have that. Oh, I know. And I saw how many were in the bucket whenever they first got them. And they're, they are a very good knife. And I was going to make some Filipino sweetbread, but I just didn't feel up to it. I'll probably, no, my middle wants me to make her pizza dough for supper, so I'll probably do that. Yeah, you never know. I'll probably do the Filipino sweetbread tomorrow, and I may do the Filipino spring rolls on the weekend. And if I do that, I will do a video on those. I tell you what, they are absolutely amazing. Shrimp and pork. Oh boy. And I have a half a pig downstairs, so I'm not overly concerned about the pork. Plus, I got a Cabela's. I think it's a 1-horse meat grinder downstairs. So there's my brother. I'm back in the saddle, folks. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I know what's going to come here soon. Because if you guys didn't read his comment, he wasn't very nice to me, But again, they've left me unsupervised. My wife has told many people I am not to be left alone unsupervised. It's not a good thing. But it was fun. But I tell you what, don't do what I did, because you will cut yourself. And I pity the person that accidentally presses down and goes to cut their fingers, because you will go for stitches. It did that with barely touching it, with zero pressure. So if you're pushing down on a watermelon and happen to clip one of your fingers, you may be having a watermelon with lady fingers. Just saying, folks. But yeah, no, it is. Oh, if you're talking about the spring rolls, Johnny, they are good. They're a pain to make. That's why normally we have like not a gathering. We have a few people that get together to make the spring rolls, and we make like a year's supply. So what I'll do is I'll seal all mine and put them in the freezer, and then I'll have spring rolls for a year. And then the sauce is absolutely, I do a sweet chili sauce for dipping. That's good. I just got to make sure that I get the right skins. Like anything, there's a lot of knockoff skins that are just garbage. So I got to make sure that I get the good ones. And the ones that Miss Sarah from all around Sarah, the ones she uses, I can't get in Canada. The ones that we used to use don't make them anymore. So I got to try to find a good one now. So I'm just trying to think. Okay, so yeah, and then in my box from Jesse and Lisa was obviously more jams and some coffees that I asked for that you can only get in T-Access. And I think that's it. Mind you, that it's, I'm one spoiled person. I know it, and I admit it. And I'm very appreciative. But what was I going to say? Yeah. So I'm going to open it up. You guys want to come up and chat for a while? We can chat for a while. Uh-oh. Do. Come ahead. Do. What? My wife's told you, don't leave me unsupervised.
All right, folks. If y'all watched Scott's video, shame. I had to go out to my supplier and I said, can you get me a sheath that's idiot proof? So he got me an idiot proof sheath. Look, you can't cut yourself with this, Scott.
I need one of them. I ain't got one of them.
I said, yeah, I ain't got one of them. There's a hole in it, Scott. What were you thinking? I warned you that knife was as sharp as Ginsu. I'm telling you.
I think it is absolutely hilarious. I meant for it to be a little spoof, and it's like whenever the blood started pouring down my arm, I'm like, oh man, what had I done now? Well, I'll tell you what, folks, I can't do it anymore because my wife has hidden the knife.
And she should. Yeah, she should. She should. But yeah, this knife is designed to cut.
Oh,
I don't know if you realize that, but it's designed to
I've
cut.
never seen a knife that sharp, and I do sharpen my knives sharp.
But I tell you what, you probably have the old. You probably have the Lazy Days Ahead Ginsu 1.0. This is the 2.0. I don't know if you can see it.
Awesome. It works. Right on.
I don't know if you can see that, but it's
Oh yeah, we can see it fine.
it's lasered in there.
Just turn it just turn it up a wee little. No, just turn the other way. It's just picking up your light. That's all.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Lazy days ahead. And so Jesse has bought himself a new play
This
toy.
side has the same thing. I don't know if you can see. There you go. Lazy days.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And that says 2023.
That's awesome. That's awesome,
I'm
Jesse.
just playing with my laser, and I said, let me see if I can etch in there lazy days ahead. But for Scott's, I'm gonna have to put a warning label on it that says,
"Don't leave unsupervised."
Do not use unsupervised. Scott, you're the reason we have warning labels on stuff.
Yeah.
This is gasoline. Do not drink, even though it looks like iced tea. Oh my goodness! So that's why I had to rip you one on your comments. I wasn't gonna let that one go.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I hope I don't give another one of these away and somebody else gets hurt.
Well, you see, the test dummy took one for the. I took one for the team.
There you go. He's my test dummy right there, folks. When we're on the cruise, make sure if you see him near the edge that you tie a rope to his ankle, okay? Because he's probably going to fall over in the water. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. So now Brenda's not here, but just one just as good. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know if I should give this one away, but I have an extra knife here I can give away on your live here, Scott. Don't tell Lisa.
Wow.
It's made more work for Lisa.
Oof.
But I got a whole bucket load over here.
And folks, he's not lying.
We'll give it away here a little shortly.
Oh yeah, well I've got another thing here. I just got to find out where I put it.
You don't have to give nothing away. I was just doing that.
No,
if you look at the knives.
If you look at, I'm doing giveaway tonight and tomorrow. I'm not sure where I put. Oh, there we go.
Now, do you see why we can't ship these to Canada? Exactly, folks. We can't ship these to Canada for the very reason Scott showed you on his video. And if you haven't watched his video, oh, it pains me to send you over there.
But if you don't laugh, you don't have a soul.
Oh, no. And you're not laughing with him. You're laughing at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's self-reporting, at least. He said, because he could have watched it or he could have edited it out.
I could have totally edited that
out. Like a man, and he left it in there, and he he explained this bad boy is sharp. So if you ever win one of our knives, watermelon knives, rest assured it's sharp. Let Scott be the test dummy.
Well, and it's going to come with, watch this video before you go to cut yourself. And, all that I'm doing is I'm doing it for views, folks. I sacrificed my arm for a view.
Yeah, but I don't know if YouTube wants you to do that. So,
yeah. So, and what I'm going to be giving away later is
Band-Aid.
Whenever I was at this
box of Band-Aids.
Yeah, no, I used those all for my arm.
Band-Aids brought to you by Rambling with the Bronx.
Oh, I'm looking at that. No, it should be tourniquets, since you should have heard him earlier. He was saying he about bled to death.
Oh no.
Like,
told you I had to embellish it a little bit, had sell the product.
Yeah. They're sharp.
I didn't even put any pressure on.
You tell him, Lila.
He was just trying to shave the hair on his arms, and it just slipped.
Oh, I wouldn't even. No, I wouldn't want to do that.
It's in the sheath, folks. But he should have went this way, but yet he went this way.
Again, folks, I'm not to be left alone.
And you're how old?
Old enough
Well, that's why you're
to
married.
know better,
He's married
but
to
too
somebody
young to care.
You
who's
see,
in the medical
yeah,
field.
you see why he married somebody in the medical field? Because till death do us part, he has to be watched.
Yep. And none of my kids were home. And that's right, Johnny. I showed you how to smack the melon. You know, it's all about that wrist action. But what I'm giving away is actually, we had a gentleman at the Herb Fest. And just give me a sec, Jesse. I'm just going to make myself whole. He makes all natural products. And this is leather. And then he's carved down a piece of wood. It's actually quite neat. And this is the one I'm going to give away today. And this is what this guy does for a living. Not sure I could, but
So is that prehistoric email?
yeah, no,
That was,
it's real dyed leather, and
looks like
leather.
something the Flintstones would have wore when they were, carrying messages.
Yeah, and it comes in a little baggie, and yeah, this guy was really cool, and I said, well, I have a YouTube channel, and I love to do giveaways. So he stuck his hand in his barrel, and he's like, here you go. So there we go. There's Sir Grace.
Oh, he's in between appointments. I just come from my appointment, guy. Look, I've got my bandage to prove it.
He cried the whole time.
No, I didn't.
Oh, we know the truth, Miss Lisa. But oh yeah, all right. As long as you can hear us from Miss Doubtfire's phone, all good. Hopefully, all your appointments are going well today.
Johnny says, is that a biscuit holder?
What's a biscuit holder?
I don't know if he's talking about what you were holding up there, or if he was talking about the knife. I don't know. I'm assuming he's talking.
Either one is going to hold the biscuit, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was, until I was rudely interrupted. I was going to post the link for folks to come up, but there we go. Yes, what Scott had.
Yeah, what Scott had. So is that a biscuit holder?
Sure.
Yes, I guess you could use it as a biscuit holder if you're doing it before you cook the biscuit while it's still in the dough form. You stick it in there, and then you put it in the oven. Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, John. Yeah, Johnny. It's a biscuit holder.
Yeah. We'll let him come up and I
like to.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. That's a nice looking hat you got there, Bubba. You must know a guy.
Hey, how are you doing?
Welcome in.
So hot there today?
Oh man, it's so hot. And I know Jesse's down there in the heat too. And it's, I think we're going to be 105 today.
Yeah, but Jesse can actually stay in the air conditioned house.
Well, I'm actually in the air conditioned house today.
Yeah, but still,
I had a plan this morning. I actually did. And then you know what? I happened to look at YouTube and I go, wait a minute, Scott's going to be on here 11 o'clock.
There went the plan.
Well, there went that.
Exactly. So just throw it on my shoulders. I got big shoulders. It's all good.
So,
oh man.
Yeah, I was actually going to take that drone that I before mentioned to you.
Oh yeah.
I was going to take it out and fly it around and get some video of that. It, actually moving, so I don't get any, like backlash later saying, "Oh, it's junk. It won't fly" or something like that. I was going to fly it around and take some video with it. And
test it, make sure it does what it's supposed to do, and
do all that good stuff.
Well, that's it. And yeah, I woke up this morning and Debbie, well, she just went to work here and she's like, yeah, we're under a tornado warning again. It's like, oh, for God's sakes, it must be Thursday or Friday.
All right, Ed. Yeah, it's 99 outside right now. Feels like 107. And that's right. But I think what they said was we were going to be 105. It's just noon and it's at 4 o'clock. It's going to be 105 degrees. And Tony, if y'all hadn't watched Tony's video, did you guys watch Tony's video?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's got his clothes hanging on the railing out there at his house, and they're
It's
just
dripping.
dripping. I mean, they're literally sitting there dripping. And I was like, I just don't stay outside that long for my clothes to just literally drip on the ground. I mean, yeah. Besides, I don't wear,
Coveralls.
dress as cool as I can. But anyway,
Yeah.
It was
Hey,
crazy.
Paul, what's going on, brother?
Paul Honeyman.
Yeah. Hopefully you're doing well, Paul. And yeah, no, it's, I don't know how we can be under tornado watch with it's literally 70, 75 or 77 here. So, it's not like it's even humid out that, I don't know, not unless we've got a severe heat. Maybe it's going to go the other way. Instead of cooling down, it's going to get warmer off. I don't know.
This is my week.
10, 101, 102, 102, 103, 102. Ouch.
Wow.
Welcome to Hades.
Yeah.
And
that's
not the field. That is not the heat
No,
index.
that's not the field.
I was going to say, like, that's not with the humidity either. That's just what the temperature is.
Humidity's right, around 53% on up. It just fluctuates 53, 63, 70, 53. It's like, wow.
Yeah, no.
I think they downgraded us to 102 today, but we got some kind of if you can see that, we've got some kind of a relief coming later in the week. It looks like 80s.
Okay.
Sunday, Monday.
We need
maybe
to move
a little rain Monday, maybe.
We need to move where Cindy Brown lives. I don't think she's got over 80 degrees yet.
And I don't understand that. Like,
where's that?
I thought she was on the coast, and isn't that hot?
No,
like
not on the West Coast.
So California, probably from about the third way down in California all the way up to Washington, that coastline stays cool all the time.
Oh, okay. So she's in Northern California then.
Yeah, in the northern part of California.
Okay.
Pismo Beach, California.
I thought she was in Fresno.
They run Pismo. It's on the coast.
Oh, okay.
She said that they only run their heater like 10 days out of the year, and they don't have no air conditioning. They don't need.
I did see that. She said no air conditioning. I was like,
and 10 days of heating, really? Come on. That's gorgeous weather.
Yes. Well, what happened to the stuff that you showed me from last week, Glenda? You give all that away, or did you process that already too? Glenda was showing me her, or maybe she just posted it. But it was her take out of her garden last week. Goodness gracious, she had baskets full of stuff.
Yeah, so Glenda, you need to make some salsa. Lisa's got a video out on how to make that salsa and how to process those tomato skins and cores into powder. So there's nothing goes to waste on those tomatoes.
That's awesome. How you can actually make, like, if you think about it, yeah, that's how they make tomato, powder, whatever. But you think there's more of a process than actually just throwing it in the food dehydrator.
Well, but you got to understand that she's doing it for us. When they do it commercially, they add all kind of products and
sure, yeah,
all the
products and yeah,
they add a bunch of filler. They add a bunch of stuff to preservatives. It's not all natural.
Yeah.
No, Lisa does it for us, and it works out great.
I think Mrs. Gillum Farms is going to have to do a bunch of canning whenever she gets here, because while she's been gone, I've been going out and getting buckets full of stuff out of the garden. And so it's, it's time. Stuff is just everywhere around here.
Thank you, Johnny.
So Lila, our canning season actually is
Yeah.
year round, because we have a produce market here that we can get produce and fruits and vegetables almost year round here in Texas. So yeah, she can can just about all the time. And the stuff that's seasonal, let's say like blueberries, right? The blueberries are seasonal. She can get a bunch of those, and then what she'll do is she'll process them to freeze, either cut them down, boil them down, whatever, juice it down, and then freeze that. And then when she's ready to can it, she'll pull it out of the freezer and can it. Like she does that with prickly pear, because prickly pear is in season only certain months, and then the prickly pear, she'll break it down, cook it down, and then freeze it. And when she's ready to can it, she's got to pull it out of the freezer and can it. And it's a done. That way you don't lose all your fruit. Fruit that you're going to lose, you need to process it and freeze it. That way.
Does Lisa have one of those canners? What do they call them?
A pressure canner?
Well, there's pressure canners, and then there's that other one that Ginger from not.
Okay, so she uses a steam. Yeah, she uses a steam canner. Yeah, so there's a steam canner, pressure canner, and a water bath.
I need to get one, but I don't have any more room unless he's going to build me another cabinet to put stuff
Oh
in.
my goodness. She's got a pressure canner and a water bath canner. That's all she needs. I ain't building another room. I built her a 36 by 8 foot pantry, and it's already chock full.
I understand that room thing. We're getting ready to have to build some stuff for what we got going on. I think I'm going to build a outdoor. I'm going to build a cool room outdoor. It's going to be I'm going to pour a concrete slab. It's not going to be very big. It's going to be I'm going to pour a concrete slab, and I'm going to basically do it's not a dry pour, but I'm just going to mix up the concrete in a wheelbarrow. And I'm going to build a room, put electric in it, put a drain in it, insulate it very well, make it big enough to have two sides. So you can come in a door from either side, and have a wall partition in the middle. One side of it is going to be, I deer hunt. So one side of it's going to be like the deer processing part of it. The other side is going to be for, I believe, canned goods. I think Christine wants to use it to put, store canned food. So I think that's what
like a big pantry.
Yeah, big pantry outdoors.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put a room air conditioner in it, which is going to keep. It'll keep that dude cold.
Yeah, you can put a mini split on that thing. But whatever you do, put one of the small miniature garage doors on there. That way you can go in there with a wheelbarrow. If you say, like you said, deer, or if you're carrying stuff from the truck into the pantry, you got a way of getting it in there without having to go through a small door.
If you look at the Sugar Shack videos, you'll see the small garage door that we have. It's insulated. So, it's all good. But yeah, no, you can fit like an IBC tote in if need be. Jesse's right. If you've got, even if you want to hang your own meat, process your own meat.
That's what I plan on doing. Plan on processing the meat in there, doing, taking the chickens in, having a good light in there, and being able to take, it's 100 and something degrees. I have meat chickens right now that need to be processed.
Yeah.
And we're not processing them because it's 100 and something degrees out there. And the flies will just attack you as soon as you start. So I'm waiting on, probably be next week. I'll process those chickens whenever we get into the 80s during the day, I think. And then Ed is giving away a brand new pressure canner.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, is it going to be a pressure canner or is it going to be a steam canner?
Yeah. And when are you doing your giveaway, Ed? I haven't
Presto?
seen anything yet.
Yeah, so yeah, you got the room there, Johnny, to build you an indoor, let's say an outdoor indoor processing kitchen, and pantry.
Yep.
And trust me, however you build it, if you say you're going to build a, let's say 8x10 or 8x12,
Yeah, it's going to be.
I would double it because that 8x12 is going to get full that quick.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm trying to keep it small enough to where I can use a room air conditioner.
Yeah, you can put a little mini split on it. Mini split would be best because you can have the best of both worlds. You'll have it heat or cold.
Yeah.
You can. It does both, and it sits up there on the wall, out of the way.
Yeah.
Mr. Cool puts them out, and in fact, Fowler. If you watch Fowler Family Farm, he put a video out on installing it himself. It's really easy, and it's looks like a very efficient unit as opposed to a window unit.
Okay.
It's called a Mr. Cool mini split.
I just want some, back, I'm going to talk about back in the day, but I remember my uncle, he used to, whenever he would get a deer, like in November, it'd hang in the barn for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And he would just go out there and slice off, some whenever they wanted it. But nowadays, November is, 80s.
Yeah. Especially in Oklahoma.
Yeah. So, got to do something.
Well, Lila, it's impossible. What you're doing is whenever you're tapping a tree, you're getting all the sap that's going up to feed the leaves. So once it's up in the tree and it's giving life to the tree, it won't come back down. So, and you get once it starts to bud, you get the buddy taste of the syrup, and you wouldn't even use it for cooking. It's gross.
You mean the budding taste of the sap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it transfers over into the syrup. And yeah, no, you got one shot, Lila, and that's it. That's all. Oh,
Scott, you're going to need to fix Bautissimo. That link's not working.
which one?
The one for cruising Alaska.
Really?
Yeah.
So did StreamYard go down for a minute? Or was that just me?
No, it must be you.
Oh, okay.
No, we were
All I saw was black swirling deals and a blank screen for a while.
Oh, yeah, no, that was you then.
Okay. Tony, you got a whole bunch of tomatoes, it looks like. You got garbage bags full of them.
I put the link up there.
Tony of
Our cabin.
in the woods. Because our tomatoes didn't do near that good. They there's a few out there, but there's not near as many as I thought there should be.
Somebody put out a video, and I don't know I can't remember who it was now, but they said, and they showed it. They maybe it was Jan, simply Jan. They had eggshells. You get your eggshells, put them on a plate, and when you pick your tomatoes, you pick them green. You put them on the eggshells. The next morning they're red. The eggshells help them fully develop, I guess.
Bobblehead actually, Jeff posted that, and Jan shared it.
Yeah, I thought that was a nifty idea. I said, "Wow, we keep our eggshells." Lisa uses them for the garden. We keep our eggshells, but now she can put them on top of the eggshells, and they ripen. That was the word I'm looking for. They ripen overnight. So hold on, folks.
We haven't actually.
Yeah, it's really a neat concept, and Jan tried it and it worked.
Yeah. And
Does
if it works for Jan, it'll work for you.
But does it, well, just like there's something that they spray those tomatoes with in the, whenever you get them in supermarket to turn them red, they ship them green. They turn them red by spraying them with, I can't remember what it is.
It's an agent. Yeah. Some kind of an agent that they use, but no, this is natural. This is coming from
This is all natural.
from the eggshells.
So but what I'm getting at is since it ripens so fast, just goes from green to red just immediately. I wonder if that affects the taste of it.
I don't know. It's worth a try.
Yeah. Test a vine ripe and a
is Jan in the chat? No.
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen her.
Because she did it. We can ask her if it made a different taste.
Yeah, remind me tomorrow night. She'll be on our live tomorrow night.
I thought that was a
We'll ask
nifty
her.
idea.
Hey, Deborah. Deborah just came in, joyfully orange.
Yeah, Miss Ann. Hey, Miss Ann.
Oh, no. The
Hi, Miss
Golden Princess.
No, she's the sweet Southern bellflower of the South.
No, she's the Golden Princess. That's her new name.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Nice lady.
Yeah,
Got to talk to her a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, she was on with Vineyard Farmhouse last night.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
yesterday
My
morning.
Wild Home tonight.
She's on with My Wild Home, and that's at 7:00 Central, folks. My Wild Home.
Yep. Tonight's a busy night.
Yeah, you got all them homestead hangout folks.
Yeah, it's a busy night tonight. So
yeah. I don't know if that's going to last during football season, because Thursday night they got football. I don't know if they're going to be, football or
is Thursday night football? I thought Monday night was football.
No, it's Thursday night. They don't do Monday night anymore. It's Thursday night football.
Wow.
They don't do Monday night anymore?
No, it's been Thursday night for the longest.
Yeah, I don't watch football. So
You got Sunday night football, you got Sunday night football, and you got Monday, and you got Thursday night football.
Yeah, there you go.
Look it up. I don't know, Gillum, if Thursday night's going to be pretty good for the winter during the football season.
You'll be fine.
That's about the time that I'll probably be down at deer camp and in a camper where there's absolutely no phone service whatsoever anyway. So maybe it might work out. I don't know. But we will have to do a live at some point because if we have to switch days or whatever we have to do. There's actually several areas where a live would work. I know some of the big channels.
Hey, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Hello.
I know some of the big channels are on, and it might affect, but I don't know. I think a lot of these. I think a lot of the folks that are in these, they're like me. They can't keep up with a big channel chat. I can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
That thing over there on the right, it just flying, and I can't keep up with it.
Well, that's why we come to Scott's, because we can keep up with it.
Exactly.
How are you feeling, Jerry?
Oh, okay, I guess. And, I go to TP and PT, and then the next day my knee's swollen up like a watermelon. So,
I got an antidote for that watermelon.
It might work.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I go in, they have me ride this bicycle, and it's like killer the first 4 or 5 times around.
Yeah, those recumbents are designed to do that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Those recumbents are designed to do that.
Yeah.
The bike, the recumbent.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I do that stuff, and then I come home, I feel great. And then I go to bed the next morning, my leg looks like somebody attached a watermelon to it.
Yeah.
So, on Monday, I rode the bicycle. Tuesday, I couldn't walk because it hurt so much. It was so swollen. Rode a bicycle yesterday, and today I'm sitting here just trying not to think about how much pain my knee is in.
Is it? Are you still icing it? Lisa says.
No, they told me to stop that.
Oh.
They said that the ice was making me stiff.
Are you drinking plenty of water and keeping it elevated?
I'm keeping it as elevated as I can. They don't want me in the recliner anymore because my sciatic nerve is getting irritated from sitting in the recliner, and so both my legs are getting numb from the sciatic nerve. So
You know what they do with horses like that, eh?
yeah,
Take them out back.
yeah, take them out and shoot them, and they got sciatic nerve and a gunshot wound.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. As long as you're up to speed.
But they make good glue.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Good Hamburg in some countries too.
can't get much glue for me.
Are you gonna have to do the other knee too, or is it just
Nope.
one knee?
I ain't doing it until it's absolutely killing me. There's no way on earth I'm going to do the other one unless I can't walk.
I wouldn't do your process ever. The way Lisa
No.
did hers. Yeah, the way she did hers, she was.
Well, I asked about that machine that Lisa had. They don't use that anymore.
Yeah.
But I asked about it. And they said, yeah, but they don't use that anymore because they said it didn't work with a lot of people, so they stopped using it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I asked them about it because I thought,
Lisa
that's
had
a
it.
good thing, but they said no.
Lisa did them twice. She
I
did
had
both knees, and
both
she used
legs.
it both times, and it worked great. In fact, the second one was better than the first one.
Maybe depend on which doctor you go to or where you go.
Well, it's an orthopedic doctor here in.
Yeah, the orthopedic where I go, the they call it the rehabilitation center I go to. They said no, we don't use those anymore.
Oh, that's too
So,
bad.
The bicycle. I had been at 110%. They said, oh, you can ride the bike. And I said, okay. They put it on there, and I could not. No matter what, I could not get my leg to go up over the hump of the bicycle.
Right.
And so they said, well, I said, can we move me back one step, which is like 1 inch, because I was sitting at 10 inches. And they said, well, yeah, we can move you back one. They moved me back one, and I still could barely get it over there.
It's hard. That takes time because that was hard for me too.
Yeah.
And I would be shifting back and forth trying to get it over.
Yeah, I would shift it too. They said, stop, don't shift. Point your toe down. Well, I point my toe down, and it takes a little bit of pressure off the knee, but still, that first 5 to 6 times around, I got tears running down my eyes. It hurts so much.
I know, and you get mad at them. It's like, stop it! It hurts, don't you know?
They say, yeah, I know. I try to laugh about it, but man, sometimes it gets really hard.
Do we need to change your room on the ship to a wheelchair room?
Nope.
No, it'd be
No,
fun.
but if I do anything, change it, I'm moving up.
Hey, Jerry, I know you do hay and stuff like that. Have you been able to do your hay?
I've got
Get it done?
about 80 bales baled.
Okay, so you guys are able to you've got somebody helping you with that then.
Yeah, my son, my youngest son's at home. He did the last cutting. We thought we were gonna get more, but we only got 20 bales.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fertilize. I think tomorrow. We're gonna fertilize tomorrow because it's supposed to rain here on Sunday.
Well, I know there's a lot of work on the farm. I mean, a lot. And I was just making sure that you had some kind of help.
A lot of it's not getting done.
Well,
A lot of it's just going to this wayside. It's not getting done.
yeah. But you're doing the
I'm not
stuff
out
that
there.
absolutely has to get done.
Well, yeah, but a lot of it's not getting done. The feeding's getting done. The rotating the cows is getting done. But some of it's not getting done because I'm not out there saying we got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do that. I mean, I got some of the weeds sprayed the other day because I was complaining about it. It wasn't sprayed because somebody wanted to do it, but it's because I bitched about it. But once I'm able to, or once I get released from the doctor, excuse me, I'll just get out there and start doing it all. And I don't care if it's snow on the ground or not. I can still do this stuff. I got a tractor that has a heat and air, so I've got a corral that I want to rototill. I'll just do it this winter when it's cold if I have to.
I got a tractor that's got heat like right now.
No, I've got my tractor. Turn it on, and you have to have the parka inside there if you turn it up. It's got icicles hanging on the inside. So, but it is what it is, and like everything else, in time it'll pass,
It'll get better. It'll get better. It's just taking
or
me a
it'll
little
get
bit.
worse, one or the other.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be the other way around. It'll get better.
You know, that knee and hip replacement thing, that is so individual specific about how it works out. Some people
Well-
just bounce right back, and some don't.
I had a doctor
Well, and
tell me
it's-
that the knee replacement is worse than open heart surgery and recovery.
Oh wow.
It's one of the hardest things to recover from. So
Really?
I got like I'm up to 110% of the bend. They want me at 130, and I'm at 3% of it being perfectly straight, and then with that at 0. I was yesterday. Today I'm probably like at 10% from straightening because it's so swollen.
See,
Oh.
I had mine done 8 years ago, so it took. I still can't get my left knee, which was my first one, completely straight.
Yeah,
But
see, that's my problem. It's my left knee. See, and that's why I haven't done because of my bowling, because it was hurting so much bowling that I took 20 pins off my average. I was only shooting 187, 190s instead of like two twos. So that's the reason why I had it done, because I couldn't handle the pressure on the knee anymore.
it's going to take time. Yeah.
I know. It told me maybe up to a year.
Jerry,
But just keep going with the bend, because even though, like, if I stand in line someplace, well, I used to, if you go to like the DMV or whatever, you're in line, I always stand there and bend my knees and while I'm in line, and I still do that.
Jerry, the cup's half full, not half empty. Remember that. The cup's always half full.
It's only the middle part that's full. Down below is empty, and above is empty.
Yeah. All right, Lila. Appreciate you stopping in. Have a good day.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Bye, Lila. So Ed,
Take care, Lila.
he's putting his canoe in and going fishing. Man, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Probably right
Well,
there.
you better hope that you patched all the holes, brother.
You know,
Yeah.
he's putting it in the lake. I mean, right now, it wouldn't be a horrible time to, for
No.
the canoe to have holes in it.
Yeah, but I don't
You
know
might
that,
want that after a little bit out there on the water.
I don't know that I'd go right in the middle of the day. I'd wait till this afternoon when it cools
Well,
off.
he
a little bit.
said this evening, so I mean later, I think probably so. But anyway,
You got the water there. You can splash yourself, cool off.
Yeah.
well, the problem is the water is hot.
You know, the water-
It's like,
Well, you wait long enough, maybe the fish will just boil up already cooked.
well, that's happening in these little ponds. They're turning over.
They're saying some places have the water's 104 degrees. That's like sauna. I mean hot tub water.
Well, I got one pond. I got one pond that's about 4 feet deep, and you go out there and put your hand in that, dude, and it is hot.
Yeah.
And
Now, have you still got enough room for your cattle? Like, are you drying up, or
Drying
are
up.
you?
drying up over here.
So you're gonna have to start hauling water soon, then too.
Well, not water. I mean, when I say drying up, I'm talking about the grass. The grass
Okay.
is drying out tremendously right now. See where the cattle are, it's a really rocky area. It's
Hey, Bill.
it's not like where Jerry's at. It's rocky. And
Yeah.
he's got some really, I watched him dig post holes and all kinds of stuff. And it's, they're just going right to it. Me,
Yeah.
if
We
I
had
dig a
an
post
inch of
hole,
rain
there's-
last week, and
there's
I
effort.
go out there right now and probably dig 2 or 3 inches down and find water.
Yeah. Well, here you can dig, feet down and not find any water. But the grass is drying down because it's windy and hot every day. So the wind is dry. The wind's sucking it out. The dry is sucking it out. And the cattle, if we don't get the rain that they're forecasting Monday, I'll probably be feeding hay next week.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Well,
That's
I
tough.
think if I could get the fertilizer done tomorrow, or have my son do it tomorrow and get it done, and it rains like they say on Sunday or Monday, because I'm going to put the agritane on it to make it last for 2 weeks. But if I get rain the next 2 weeks, I should be able to cut hay, or Robert should be able to cut hay probably the end of September, and I should get at least 40 or 50 bales more. And that will give me enough bales to get me all the way through the winter. I won't have to buy any this year.
Since
But
we
I'm going to cut down my how many babies I have out there too. I've got 18 head out there right now that's got to go, and I got 23 plus the bull, so 24 breeding stock.
yeah.
Wow.
Does the fertilizer make the grass grow faster, or does it retard it? What is it?
It's
What do you do?
Makes it
The
go.
fertilizer. There's 3 types of fertilizer. You have your urea, which is your nitrogen. You have potash, and you have phosphorus. The
I'll be right back.
the potash is what the grass actually grows from. If you take a bunch of gray hay or whatever and burned it, what you have left over is potash. So the way I used to explain to my customers is that the potash is your gasoline, your phosphorus is your oil, so it lubricates the grass to grow, and then your urea or your nitrogen is your octane. It gives it a boost.
Your
And you look
throttle.
at it that way, you don't need urea or nitrogen because you're breathing 79% nitrogen now. So if you put potash and phosphorus on it, your grass will grow. It just will not grow as fast unless you put the urea on it. By putting urea on it, it makes it grow faster.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Because there's different types of fertilizers for different
Right.
purposes.
And I'm putting a mix because like I said, that's why I went to school for. So I've got I was that's what I did when I was working for MFA was I was their soil specialist, so I know exactly what I need to put on it to do what I wanted to do. And if I put on what I plan on putting on, I should probably get 40 or 50 bales out of what I'm cutting easy.
Hi, Bill.
Especially if we get a little bit more rain again on it. Like I said, I got an inch of rain last Saturday, Sunday, I guess it was. We had an inch of rain here. They dumped like crazy.
Hi, Belinda and Chuck.
Hey, Chuck. G'day, Bill.
So anyway, we put down the fertilizer on the hayfield. The hayfield is growing tremendously, and it's because it's a lot better soil than where the cattle are. It's a deeper soil, and it's going to be fine. If we get that rain next week, it'll boost again. It'll just keep boosting. But right where the cattle are, you've got trample, you got them trampling, you've got, they're eating it down and stuff like that. And it just doesn't last, especially as many as we have in that small area where they're at.
How many head are you running?
We're only running 18 head, but
Wow.
the area that they're in is about of open ground. Now it's that whole area over there is 30, 35 acres or so, but of open ground there's only about maybe not even 20 acres of open.
I just turned my cows in over on the tall blue stem, which is about 6-7 foot tall.
Yeah.
In fact, when they're out there, you can't even see them because
Right.
they're the grass is taller than they are,
Yeah.
and they'll be there probably for, I'd say probably at least a month. And it's 3 fields there, and that's 25 acres.
Yeah.
And they'll be there probably at least a month before I move them out of there. So the other fields have a chance to grow back up before I move them into there.
Yeah. Hi, Ginger.
Hey, Ginger.
Yeah, Ginger's in the house.
Watched your live this morning. I couldn't interact because I was getting an infusion done.
Oh, that's what you did today, was
They
infusion.
were filling them full of knowledge.
They were filling me full of knowledge. Yeah.
I think they were sucking it out.
There you go. I did feel kind of wheezy coming out of there. No,
What are you sucking up for?
I'm sorry.
Do what?
I just said to Jerry, what's he sucking up for?
I ain't sucking up for nothing.
Oh, sucking up to Jesse.
No.
It's not like he's got any extra money now that he's got his new play toy. And if you get
I
too
helped pay
close,
for that.
Say again.
I helped pay for that toy.
What did I end up paying?
What toy are
Yeah.
we talking about?
You got a laser printer.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got me an XD.
I chipped
X-Tool.
$10 for that thing. That
Say again?
pays for one little letter.
Yeah, it's a X Pro D1 X Tool D1 Pro. It's a laser engraver and cut and engraver and cutter.
oh, is that what you used on your knife?
Yeah, that's what did.
Oh,
what does
okay.
this stuff.
isn't that awesome? That's just now. Could you make it like black, or is it?
Yeah, well, that's just that's the etching. I did an etching. Yeah, it'll do. You know, it does this. See.
Yeah, but show them the good one.
So, he used that.
No,
That was a test.
that was
piece.
just a test piece. Yeah, I still have it back there.
I'll have to.
But
I need to send you a set of valve covers.
You're
off-
talking about
off one of
you're
my
talking
race
about this one
engines.
here.
and
Look,
have you do it.
Hmm.
see, I cut into it.
So every year I cut out ornaments and send them to my mom, and she paints them for the family, the kids, grandkids, and whatever. But Jesse was able to do it because usually I sit outside with the scroll saw and everything, and then I have to seal them and sand them and seal them, and then I dry them. But he didn't. This year is the little nutcracker, and he.
How
did
thick
the-
is that, Lisa?
It's 3 millimeters.
It's called
About
basswood.
an eighth inch. About an eighth inch.
This is basswood, so.
And so
Um,
instead of her cutting them out there by hand, I went ahead and bought me an X tool. So now I cut them.
And it took him a couple hours compared to
Oh, so you can cut right through with that too, Jesse.
3 days. for
Cut
me.
what?
You can cut right through the wood
Yeah,
with that.
it cuts it. It laser prints it, or you can cut them out. And I just have the machine cut them out for me.
Although we did it outside because it put out smoke the first round because you had to do it twice. So yeah,
Okay.
our smoke alarms probably would have went off.
But yeah, so I cut multiples at a time.
But that was only because it went all the way through. Normally it wouldn't put out that much smoke, but it's a cool little toy.
Yeah, in
That's
fact,
cool.
I even cut into the plastic here, lazy, just playing with it.
Oh wow.
But no, it's it came out really nice on the as an etching, not a laser, not a edge. So you can etch, you can engrave, or you can cut, and this is an etch. Where
Okay.
it etches
So you could put some black paint in there and wipe it off and leave it. Is it deep enough to hold the paint?
You could, yeah, you probably could, but yeah, I don't know if I would want to put paint on a blade because if a
Well,
blade,
no, I just wanted to know if it's deep enough that you could, fill it in with blank paint.
yeah, but something that you're going to use for food, I don't know if that I would fill it with paint. It had to be a what do you call it?
Enamel.
Powder coat. You have to put a powder coat on it. But see, the 2023 is engraved, solid. See that, and then the Lazy Days Ahead is etched. So there's a difference there.
That's awesome. That's really neat.
And these are powder coated. So if you're getting one, it's a powder coated. So
They're really sharp, aren't they, Scott?
yeah. If
Operator
most people are going to get it like this, but for Scott, it comes with an extra cover just in case. You got to make it dummy proof.
Ouch. That hurt.
He was
You
our
already had
test
that
dummy.
coming.
That's one of those deals. I mean, you saw it coming, Scott. You had to see that. I mean, you can't
And
say
I have to be real, Johnny, because I don't edit stuff out on my channel.
hey,
So I just about cut my arm off.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Not that you cut yourself. But I like that you didn't edit it out and you showed somebody what could happen
Exactly.
if a knife gets shipped to Canada.
Who else does that? Most
Yeah,
people
only
would
to
do
get
that-
shipped to
would do
Canada.
the edit.
Wouldn't happen in the USA.
Folks down here go, Hey, that's a knife. That's probably pretty sharp.
See, it's down. It's Pick on Scott Day. How's it feel, Scott?
Pick on Scott Day. He knew it was coming. And
It just rolls off my back. It don't bother me because
Hey,
I let him know in the comment section. I wasn't gonna let up on that.
it's
Oh, no.
It's going to be probably a year or so before you stop hearing about it.
oh no, no, you'll do something stupid, and then everybody will be back on your bandwagon, and I'll be fine.
I have not
Scott-
done stuff stupid.
But Scott, if it goes viral, you're welcome.
Yeah, if it goes viral, yeah.
If it goes viral, you're welcome. All because of this.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah,
I did
you
a
owe
review
Jesse
today.
royalties.
Yeah, right.
I did a review today, and I picked up 7 subscribers from the review.
Oh, speaking of reviews,
I couldn't believe it.
what's been the outcome of the video you put up for your intros? Have you?
Oh, I haven't tallied it yet. It's still clicking numbers, so I haven't tallied it yet.
Yeah.
But I did find out that I guess Shirley sent me another one that I somehow misplaced or forgot to download it, and she's made a point that what happened to this one? I'm like, what are you talking about? So I go back and find an email and found another one that she liked better that I didn't add into it. So
Oh, you didn't include?
no, and then it wasn't because I forgot to. It was just I did not realize I had it, or I didn't realize I did not download it. So
Right, you
oh well.
you just missed it. That's all right.
Yeah, I put it on it's on the video that I did for my my review. But I'm only shocked that review. I did that review yesterday and uploaded it and everything last night, and it's had a lot of. I got 7 subscribers from this morning. I'm going like, what the heck? I mean, I don't get
what did you review now?
a vacuum.
Okay.
You go watch the video. I think it's a pretty good review. I don't know.
I honestly have not. After watching Johnny's last night and belly laughing, I haven't watched any videos today whatsoever.
I got both yours of Johnny's sitting for me to watch. I haven't watched it, but they're sitting in my queue to watch.
If you watch Johnny's, you gotta watch Josh's over at Sherman's Family Farm.
Yeah, mine's a
rebuttal. Yours is a rebuttal.
Oh, so I need to watch Josh's first, and then
First.
Johnny's, and then
Yes.
Scott's. Okay,
Yes.
I can do that. I'll just go get it and put it in the set them up in order.
Josh's
But
electric versus gas deal.
yeah, Josh's electric versus gas. Watch that all the way through, and watch around him. And I'm not going to give you any more than that. But know that Johnny and I had no idea that each other were doing this video,
Yeah, I heard you say that.
and
earlier.
it's uncanny. And yeah, it was funny. But again, it's shouting out friends and having a good laugh, and
Yeah.
that's
He
I
still
think
hasn't
where
responded to that, and I hope that
I sent him a message. I'm like, what, you mad at us now because we're making fun of your melons? But you never know. They could have had to go work at the co-op. They might have had to go work with the melons, and
Yeah, I saw him on lives last night, and I mentioned it. And
but he was saying that he was having a problem with something.
Yeah.
And
I don't wanna
Trinity
make him
was.
mad. I consider.
Oh, he's not mad.
I consider
He
him
knew that I was going to do a spoof. I wanted to make sure that he'd be okay with it. And he's like, "Bring it on, let's go." All right.
You know what he's doing? He's out there this weekend. He's going to be out there making a video.
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna hit me and you, and probably hit Pooch.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit a few of us. So
Oh, I know.
I know.
But yeah.
Reserve, though.
I know it's coming. But mine was in response to his. So
Yeah, yours was just a full rebuttal. It just
yeah. So but anyway, it's just all in fun. We all know each other pretty well, I guess. I've got to meet Jerry, and I should have met Scott and Jesse at Mid America.
Yeah, but you
I
came
thought
too
you
late.
mentioned-
You
Scott,
came too
I
late.
was
But I
there.
came too late. Yeah.
I was talking to Christine. I never did get talking to Johnny. I saw him,
Yeah.
but he was talking to somebody else whenever I was talking to Christine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, it was just we were just there one day, and
Yeah, and then they were only there like Saturday afternoon. So, and then we were over with Jesse trying to get him fired up and going for an hour or so. So, and after we got back, then I started helping out with supper and the giveaway. And
yeah,
so,
it was a good time. I'm glad we
That
went.
10 killer meetup gets an awful lot of airtime because Kevin, every time on YouTuber chat, I get up on there, he talks about that 10 killer meetup all the time. But I'm going to be posting another one because I'm going to go to the Ozarks homestead here on the 25th and 26th. I'll be doing some lives from there.
no, you doing some lives? No.
No, not Jerry.
I'm good at it. That's what I'm the best at is going lives.
Yeah, because you just set it up and you leave.
Well, hey, you're good. You're good. You do what you're best at.
I like the part where I sit there and I go, wait a minute, Jerry, are you live right now? After we've been talking for an hour.
Yep.
So
And then
So
Pedals
did you
in the
see
Past,
that,
I'll be going live
Jesse?
at Pedals in the Past.
Bill's going to be able to make the Pine Cone Fest.
Pinecone Fest.
Oh,
and I'm
looking
going
forward to
live
seeing
at
Bill
Pinecone
again.
Fest.
So Bill's going to fly in for the Pine Cove Fest?
yep.
He's coming in for a week.
No.
before that.
He's coming in the week before for a wedding, I think he said, or something.
Yeah, he's going to be in Little Rock, Arkansas, and then he's going to make his way around to some different channels, places, and then he's going to end up at the Pinecone Fest, is what I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Peter.
and I'm sure he'll be able to tell us all about it because he's
Thank
right
thank
there.
you, Bill.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Bill. I
Box full of
appreciate you.
hats.
I appreciate you. Can't wait to see you again in Pine Cove
Bill's
Fest and on the cruise. Don't forget the cruise.
Well, he hasn't booked yet though.
Booked
Oh, he
it.
hasn't
Well,
booked yet?
early bird gets the worm. The rest just
Come
get
on,
the
Bill.
dew.
I
Oh,
thought we
man,
were
King.
closer than 5 left, though, Scott. I thought we were only 3 away before. Now we're back to 5.
No, we were 6 away. One person signed up, so we're 5 away.
Okay. Well,
And remember, Scott and I don't count.
Yeah.
so there's 27 cabins basically booked right now.
Yeah, we need
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people are going to miss the boat. They don't hurry up.
Yeah, because we've only got 2 years.
I heard
right.
somebody last night that was saying they really needed to go, and I think it was Pooch. He was
Mhm.
he
Yeah,
was
Pooch-
telling
Pooch-
Pretty. I think we really need to start looking into this deal
Yeah, Pooch and
More
Pretty have been
extensively instead
batting
of
around.
yeah,
But
Ginger needs to get
Pretty-
rid of her so she can go.
yeah.
Pretty's
still
a
have
little.
teeth and-
Heard
You know.
that's interested in going. So heard that might go. They haven't
No,
booked yet.
Randy and Julie are. He said last night. Which one of the lives?
They're trying to sell a
Village.
house.
Bill, it's 2 years out. You can commit to that. It's 2 years out.
No, they.
It's a change jar.
Randy said they sold the house. They're just waiting for it to close or something.
Right. They're trying to sell the house, and once they sell it and close it, and then they're
Yeah.
going to commit. So heard that, which is Julie and Randy. All right.
Yeah, fine.
Me too, Andale.
I mean, that's one of the only reasons I'm going is to meet Andale. I mean, the Southern Belle, the sweetest Southern Belle flower of the South is going to be on a cruise, and you don't want to go.
Hey, you got to meet here before that.
I know that, but I didn't know that when we booked the cruise. We didn't
Oh.
know that this one in September was coming up. She told us about this Pedals from the Past. I said, "What? Wait, in Alabama? That's like a 7-hour drive for us. We can make that." Sure.
Yeah,
So
I
we're
met
gonna-
Annandale too before that. She's nice.
We'll get to meet Cog Hill, Cog Hill Farms, and
Jerry again?
and see Jerry again. Of course, he'd be hop along, but that.
No, I'm hoping to be better by then, but I don't care what it's going to. I told you the other day, I don't. If I have to sit down for a little bit, I have to sit down for a little bit. But I'm going.
I'm looking forward to seeing you again, Jerry.
We really want to just see Susan.
So, Jerry, are you going to be at? Did you say you're going to the Ozark one? The
Yes, I am.
In later this month.
Yeah, 25th, 26th.
I think we might be going to that. I'm not sure. I'll have to check with Christine.
I don't know if we're gonna drive over both days or we're gonna go over and spend the night because it's not that far. So, we might just drive over both days, drive home that night.
We'll probably. I'm sure what our plan would be. Probably drive over, spend the night, spend the day at the thing, and drive back.
Yeah, because you're only about what, an hour from me, hour and a half from me.
I don't know how far it is from you, but it's
From
us, it's like
the
4 hours.
from the Okie Homestead place, I was only an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So
It's about as far as it is to Sherman's Family Farms from here for us.
oh, is it?
And we drove to Sherman's and to get a watermelon, and you know how that turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that watermelon go?
Well, luckily, there's other watermelons.
Luckily, Walmart had some.
Yeah. Actually, there's folks alongside the road that had some. So there, right now, I can go down here we got a little bitty rural store. I'm not even going to call it a convenience store because it's almost like on a dirt road. But we got a little rural store just right down the road, and they got watermelons out there for sale right now.
My God, you got to do a short. Look at you go 3.5 hours to a watermelon grower, and I can't get a watermelon. But on a dirt road, small little town,
Yeah.
store.
Yep.
Look at
Five
them
minutes,
melons.
5 minutes from the house. I can drive right down here.
Hey, Scott, guess who's here?
I know. Let's hear it.
Hi, Xander.
He slid right on in.
It didn't work.
It didn't come out.
Nope.
Oh, because I'm not. It's not on my live.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah.
I picked a watermelon up yesterday and some fresh corn. Sweet corn.
Nice. We got some watermelon growing out here in the garden. They're getting bigger by the day. I hope they turn into something.
Miss Ann, you think there'll be some watermelons there in Alabama at that meetup? Because if so, I'll be prepared.
Don't cut yourself.
He's
It's
from-
sharp.
Your lives away from
he's from
Scott.
Texas. He
You
knows
ain't
how to-
gotta,
You
you
know-
ain't gotta worry about that.
You know how whenever we were kids and we'd go up and we'd show each other a pocket knife, and say, hey, check this out. And, nobody ever got cut.
And they didn't have no lock blades on those back then either. Remember that?
No,
We had
nobody
like that.
ever got cut.
Nope.
And then I guarantee I could go to a YouTube meetup with Scott and say, here, check out my pocket knife. And he'd be bleeding before we got done saying hello.
No,
Yeah.
not really.
Scott's the reason.
Because I would be supervised.
Yeah, Scott's the reason they put lock blades on them and sheaths.
You
and safety
leave
warning.
me unsupervised, shit's gonna go bad. It's going off the tracks.
Oh, Scott, this is too much fun right now. I loved your video though. It
So do
was
I.
awesome.
It is too much fun because I'm usually one at the end getting all the jokes on me, and now it's on Scott. So it's about time I got to turn the
Jerry.
sides,
You don't ever hear me joking about you. I don't do it. Hi, my wild home. Melody
and Ryan,
Hey Ryan,
welcome in.
Melody and Ryan. I guarantee it's not Ryan.
Well, he could be right there close by. Just like Lisa's right here next to me. He could be nearby. They're always together. I mean, they're always together.
Hey, Lisa's not by you. She's behind you.
She's right here.
watching your back.
No, she's not.
She's within earshot.
She's in the kitchen.
She's watching your back.
Look right here. See, all I gotta do is
That's right,
wait.
Jerry. I'm watching his back.
All I gotta
That's
do
right.
is wave
You
my
gotta
hand. You
watch
see how
that.
she shows up? I'm just telling you, folks.
No, I
She's
just see all that smack
She's
talking.
within earshot.
Now you're gonna get your butt whooped.
All
And-
I got to do is think that I'm hungry and she'll have me something to eat. Or think that I'm thirsty and she'll have me something to drink. Trust me. It's the think
Yeah.
system. It's the think system. When you've been married 40 years,
Wow.
You know what, Jesse? It's hot outside. I don't think you want to sleep out there tonight.
we've been married 40
Yeah.
years. I guarantee you, the think system works.
See, like there we go. We knew it was Melody because it can't be Brian because she's got the whip
Oh,
and
I
he's
know.
got work to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melody is the driver, but Brian's always in the passenger seat.
No, she's the fisherwoman.
Ryan, I think you can get a bulldozer over there on that boat y'all got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On the island.
Pontoon? Are they
I'm willing to come up and help y'all get that bulldozer over there
There's a
He's
barge.
already had
Isn't there a
one over
barge?
there.
on the little barge.
Yeah.
He had an excavator over there for a while.
They got a backhoe, I think.
Yeah.
And that's it. If you can
Plus,
get
he
a
had an
back-
excavator.
if you can get a backhoe there, you can get the dozer there.
They had one of the I don't know if it was a Bobcat, but it was a half decent sized like backhoe
Yeah.
or excavator.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Johnny, if you want to come up and help me dig my pond. I have my track loader and you're a bulldozer. We can get pond done and nothing flat.
Yep. I've got a
You got a trailer? You got a trailer for that bike bulldozer?
who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a
I'm
way to
getting ready.
trailer?
I'm getting ready to do probably tomorrow I'll have a video out about moving the bulldozer from here to the other farm and doing a little bit of work out there with it. I already did it. But
I have an
I've also
IH
got to build 2 ponds over there on that property.
I have an
I'm trying-
IH 175 track loader.
A what?
An IH 175 track loader. They made them for 1 year because
So
the
wrong.
motor was too big for the finals.
Ah,
So it's
too much power for the machine.
yeah, too much power for their finals. Then people abused them and tore the finals out of them. So they only made it for 1 year. Then the next year they put a 4-cylinder in and took the 6-cylinder out. But I'm going to build it. So I was going to do it this year, but since my knee's so messed up, so I better not be trying to, drive that thing around, bounce around, digging a pond. So I'm going to start digging a pond next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 2 to do this fall, but they're on our property. So
What do you have access to water? How are you gonna fill it?
Who?
rain
The pond. Are you
Well,
gonna let it get
rainwater.
rain?
will fill them.
The water will come from me. It will come from the west. People on the west side runs across my property. And so when I put my pond in, it will be filled. I'm going to dig it about 6 feet deep, and it will be full the first year.
Yeah, ours.
All that water runs over, it keeps my property even wetter. So what I'm doing is building it to try to get some of that water off the property.
Hey, Tony.
Tony. That's another Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Chad Maples. They had a pretty cool live the other night. But
Yeah, I didn't get out of council till after midnight. I wasn't there for that one.
But our pond, whenever I dig the pond, if we get a 4-inch rain, it'll fill because it's all watershed. Everywhere where I'm going to put one is watershed area, so it'll fill in 1 rain if we can get a 4-incher, and that'll happen sometime this fall.
Is it mostly clay though?
Yep, there's a lot of clay.
Hey, Lee.
Yep, I'm gonna.
So-
I got clay. My clay starts about 4 or 5 feet down.
Yeah, ours starts a little, might shallower than that, but
I have the Tony red on the first 4 feet.
yeah. But yep. So My Wild Home said they got things happening, and they've got a video. And here we go with this. Our pond is 32 kilometers long.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's their moat. That's their moat.
For us, folks, that aren't kilometer folks.
They're calling it wrong. They're calling it a pond. It's not a pond. It's a moat.
So what's a
That
kilometer?
would be 16 miles. There's 2 kilometers for every mile. Actually, if you want to get really technical, it's 2.2 kilometers for every mile.
So just cut it in half.
But I think, but Yellow's Pond is actually you're the island in your pond, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not really a pond if it's around your whole property. That's not a pond. So, but you can dig a pond in your property. You got 60-something acres.
Yeah, 52 acres. You can put a pond in
They
there.
probably fill up pretty quick too from
Yeah,
groundwater.
you bet.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't have to dig very far, and it'd be right
Nope.
there. Kilometer is 5/8 of a mile. All right. I remember back whenever we were in grade school and they told us we were all going to the metric system and all this stuff, and they started doing all these things and telling us we were going to be, that's what we were going to be on and everything. And yep, here we are, still inches, feet,
Yeah.
miles.
We're going to be just like the British. Oh, no, we're not.
Yeah, we're going to be just like the British. Nah, not happening.
Alexander, they're not. They don't have salt water there. That's fresh water.
Yeah, they're in British Columbia in the middle.
They're on the interior.
They're not the coast.
That'd be a nice pond, Imagine there's a lot of like pike and muskie and stuff like that around there.
Well, you didn't see her big little trout that she got?
I have not. I have to.
You've got to go check that out.
I have to confess that I have not.
Well,
I haven't seen
it's
any-
not that many. It might be either on their community channel, but there's pictures and video.
I will have to go and check that one out. So I'm all about big fish and stuff like that, since I never get to fish. Let's have a meet up here. My Wild Home said, let's have a meet up here. That would be awesome.
You
As
said
soon
it
as
up.
you build a hotel on your island, I'll come.
Yeah.
You
The only
wanna
problem
start
is
out
we
with-
have to leave our guns here.
Where's the fun in that? No, but on their island, they'll have their own. They'll have their own guns, so we can just use theirs.
Well, they don't have any.
They had nothing to shoot.
That doesn't mean they won't have any.
We can have them.
Get them.
We just can't carry them like you guys.
Yeah, I was in my favorite
I've got 7 of them here.
eating establishment a couple of days ago, and mine was just a shining. But it's just because I didn't want to take it off after being out the farm.
Yeah. I'd be worried about them staying on there.
Yeah.
Look
Bring
at
him
that.
lunch. He says he'll bring him lunch.
Look at that. I was thinking I was hungry. Look at it. She brings me a
He's just
fried
dropping
ham.
hints to
Fried
her.
ham.
Look at that.
Fried
And
spam, huh?
Lettuce from my hydroponics thing. I just picked it.
Fresh lettuce off the hydroponics. Can't
Thanks for
beat
telling
that. I know.
That's
My
amazing.
hydroponics is starting to go, Lisa.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's going
Yeah,
great.
I've got the bok choy and Napa cabbage it's in there, and the broccoli and cauliflower is starting off.
It's so fun to watch it. I mean, I got jalapenos over there, and it's got tons of buds on it. And then
Cherry
the
tomatoes.
cherry tomatoes. I got like 20 of them on one plant. And
Oh, really?
outside, yeah, outside they're
Yeah, we couldn't grow it outside.
Those are miniatures, aren't they? In the miniature plant, your cherry tomato, or is that a standard plant?
no, it's a
Dwarf.
Yes, and I got them from Mike's Chaotic. So if you've ever
Okay.
watched him, he does all his hydroponics and stuff. But he sent me some seeds, and they're specifically, and the jalapeno one is also.
Dwarfs. Okay.
All right.
I've got one of your things that you guys put on your page. I actually found one. Finally, put it in my cart. I just haven't paid for it yet.
Yeah, it's just neat to. I love them.
Works real good.
Yeah,
Like I said,
I'd
we
have a
couldn't
whole
have
wall of them if I could.
we couldn't have fresh lettuce like that for growing it outside. It wouldn't work.
Well, I suppose it's just far too hot there for anything.
But look at
Yeah.
that. Right off the hydroponics.
Nice and lettuce. We grew lettuce this year outside. I started some on the hydroponics in the house. So we're gonna have some all winter long.
Yeah.
All right.
That ain't no lima sand.
And it doesn't get cool enough here to really grow the cooler vegetables like the onion. Well, I did have some onions, but they were just teeny tiny.
Well, look at
I even have carrots down here too.
that's crazy. You look at Sarah from All Around Sarah. Whenever I sent her the tomato seeds just after Christmas, she planted those in February and they're still eating off them. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, she said that they're just about done because of the heat, but
Yeah.
that was crazy.
It was this year.
Yeah. I have basil growing over too, and I just dehydrated the third time I've cut off of it. The leaves, and this is a regular basil plant, but the leaves are the giant basil. I mean, they're almost as big as my hand.
Make good pesto out of that.
Never really had it before, so
Pesto's good. Use it with lamb. It's really good.
we don't have lamb either.
Yeah. Sugar.
My big dog here,
Here, yeah, the door closed.
Jewel.
Hey, so Scott,
A little pony.
Yes, sir.
before you start losing your folks, why don't let's give away a watermelon knife? We can do one of two ways. We can just give it to you brand new, just like this, or I can engrave it. I can engrave it. But lazy days ahead. If you want it.
We'll leave that up to the winner.
Before you give that away, you really need to put disclaimers and stuff on it. You really need to. You're probably going to have to engrave something into it. Say, hey, this knife will cut things.
It will.
Not me. Not me. This will cut you.
Yeah.
There's the engraving. Oh, where is it? There.
Yep. And for all the folks who, I mean, I don't know, there may be people out there in the chat. For all the folks who didn't know what we're talking about, go watch Scott's video about the watermelon and understand why there needs to be warning labels on just basically everything in everyday life.
And again, folks, my wife has been saying for over 30 years, I cannot be left unsupervised.
You never told us that.
Well,
That's because she was there to
I'm
supervise.
surprised you made
yeah,
it back.
she was there to supervise.
I'm surprised you made it back from 10 Killer. I really am.
Well, you know,
Might be to fall off the boat. She was there
Fell
watching.
in, you know,
I don't know.
snake.
I never saw any snakes.
Well, you know that snake I got in my video the other day?
Yeah.
That was only about, probably 8 or 9 miles from where we had the meet up there.
So do you have cattle up that far? Or is that just in a, that was just in your
where
property?
where the camper is, that all I
Okay.
do out there is I hunt out there.
That's
You have
your-
black snakes, Johnny?
What?
Black snake?
No,
Oh, what was it?
no, I wouldn't even video to black snake.
Oh, rattler?
Timber rattler.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Oh yeah, no, you got to go see it.
It
It's
was
quite
4
cool.
inches. It was, Jerry, I was videoing something totally different. I was not trying to video a snake. I was not making a snake video at all. I was just simply showing somebody how to put a trail camera on a certain tree to get a certain shot at a certain spot, you know, where the deer were going to come in. And I did not realize it, but there was a 6-foot timber rattler 4 inches from my foot while I was doing that. And the GoPro was videoing it. And whenever I moved the 4-wheeler a little bit, you see the timber rattler just, I mean, he just, you know, moves. I've got a 44 on my side, 44 Magnum revolver, the exact same gun that Harry Callahan used in Dirty Harry, you know, Clint Eastwood. And I shot that snake right on video. I mean, I shot it right in the head, right on video, and
decapitated it.
and I put the, I was like, should I put this video out with me shooting a snake? But
They didn't take it down.
huh?
They didn't take it down.
No. And huh?
You're lucky.
Well, I was sitting there thinking, the thing that really got me about that snake is it never rattled. It never warned me.
Nope.
Had I put my foot on that snake, would it have bit me? Yes, absolutely, would have bit me. And it never let me know.
I wonder if it's because it's so hot that he didn't realize that you were there.
Don't think so. Those snakes, the hotter it is, the better they like it. You've seen them.
Well, yeah, they're in their glory with the heat.
They use heat sensors to know when there's something, next to them or prey.
Right.
They use heat sensors to know that if he didn't sense you being there.
Oh, I'm sure he sensed me being there. I'm just wondering why he never rattled. I mean, if he had rattled if I'd have rode the 4-wheeler up there and that thing would have been sitting there rattling, I'd have felt a whole lot better about it because I'd go, oh wow, there's a snake right over there.
Right.
But whenever I'm 4 inches from it and I'm like,
you're striking distance.
I was so far in. I was 8 miles from anything right at that point. I was 8 miles from my camper at that point, back in the property. So had that snake struck me, I'm not going to say I would have died.
You'd been hurting.
But I'm going to say I'd have lost my leg.
Yeah, you probably would have lost something.
So, that wouldn't have been fun. So anyway.
It would have tickled and you would have
my
felt.
Wild Home, the video is on my channel. It's about the camper. It's a 2-part video. It's about going to the camper. And
here, I'll try to pull it up and post it for her.
But,
Johnny.
It's a huge snake.
Johnny, you're assuming that the snake would have bit you in the leg. He could have stroked somewhere else.
Oh yeah. Oh! I mean, it's over 6 foot snake, and yes, they tend to strike high whenever they strike. So
what's it called, Johnny?
I don't
Encounter Part 2.
No.
Part
Journey
2.
to see our counter.
Yeah, I think it's Danger Afoot. Something like that.
Journey to see our dangerous encounter.
Yeah.
The 20-minute video or the 44?
It's the 44 is where the actual snake is, but I like people to watch both of them because they lead into each other, So if you want to see the story, I mean, I even met Ed from Ed's Crazy Adventures on my way down there. And I talk about that in the video. So there's a whole, it's a story.
He met Ed. Talk about getting bit.
But
you posted which one did you post, Scott? The first one or the second one?
The 44 one. 44-minute, the first one.
Yeah, I think Johnny planned it that way. A 44.
Here's the second part then.
Well,
I think everybody should just go and read everything.
That thing was, you guys up in Canada, you don't have snakes like that.
We have timber rattlers.
Yeah, well,
I've only seen one.
But I don't think that My Wild Home has any snakes.
They have timber rattlers out there as well.
They say they don't have any snakes,
but they have flies and mosquitoes that will carry you away.
Okay.
Well, we have mosquitoes that are the size of moose.
Okay, if you have timber rattlers where you're at, that's what this was. This is a timber rattler.
Okay.
We call it a velvet tail here.
Okay, well, we call it northern timber rattlers.
How big do they get up there?
I've only ever seen one, and it wasn't in person. It was through a buddy that videoed it.
Oh, Johnny, look at
that. He doesn't eat junk food, huh? Well, that's to my benefit.
Exactly.
Exactly to my benefit. So, if I can beat junk food to every snake that's out there, I'm all for it. Because You know,
The way you got to look at it, Johnny, you know, let these guys do the bragging. They're the ones that are going to be having the fun with the. They're the ones that are in trouble with the snakes.
I'm
You-
we're lucky
if-
here. We don't have any rattlers around here.
Really.
Yeah.
And like I said,
it's odd.
the only reason I've seen it is in it's called the Algonquin Park here. It's I forget how many thousands of miles this state, or I guess it would be federal. It's in or like a protected area, and that's where it was seen. And he was only about 4 or 5 feet.
We just have cottonmouth and copperhead, or cottonmouth and copperhead here in
Yeah,
Black.
Okay.
We've got those, and then we've got the rattlers and stuff. And,
So as long as you get to the hospital, usually within an hour, unless he gets you right in the jugular, you're all right.
I couldn't have got to the hospital in an hour. I couldn't have got.
You couldn't have got to your camper probably
I
in an
couldn't have
hour.
got to my camper in an hour from where I was.
And you don't have cell service up there either, eh?
Actually, right where I was, I did have self-service up on top of that mountain right there. But the problem is you couldn't land a helicopter anywhere around there. I mean, they'd have to drop a line through the trees somehow.
No, that happens. You write yourself a note, stick it to your drone, and have your drone take it to your wife.
Well, you know, I did have my drone but you know, but the thing is
Hey, Linda.
you know, I could have read the note I should have written would have been, "Here I lie."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Here
I
lies
killed the timber rattler that killed me. If anybody wants my 44, you know, you know what movie that came from.
Yep.
That's wow.
So anyway, I'm not
Should
here.
carry a snake bite kit with you then, Johnny.
Huh?
Should carry a snake bite kit with you.
I know,
Especially
right?
when it'll be that far back.
Yeah, you know,
A conscientious flip-flop farmer would have one.
Yep. Somebody that wears flip flops doing all the stuff. I didn't have flip flops on that day, but
Lucky you.
well, I don't think it would have mattered. I mean, that snake wasn't going to boot, you know, low anyway. The way it was coiled. So anyway.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he was even interested in you if he wasn't even shaking his tail. Like that's usually their first sign, is it not?
Yes.
That's to let you know that they're around sign. Whenever when they don't rattle, it's because they're trying to be sneaky. They're trying to.
Okay.
I'll give you an example, Scott. If a squirrel is coming up toward a rattlesnake, he's not going to sit there and shake his tail. He's not going to warn the squirrel, "I'm here." What they do is they let that squirrel get as close as it can get, then they bite.
Yeah.
Once they bite it, it goes off, and then they with those olfactories that they've got on their, you know, around their eye and, you know, their tongue, they trail that squirrel to wherever it is, and then they eat it. So the snake was in hunting mode because he wasn't rattling. He was waiting on something. He did not bite me, but had I stepped on him, he would have, because it's a reflex action.
Well, sure. If anybody was to step on me, I think I'd bite them too.
Yeah. So anyway, right, they don't rattle the tail. When they're hunting, they don't. So anyway, that was my biggest spook was that snake never rattled at me. I was like, wow.
How'd you sleep that night?
Huh?
How'd you sleep that night afterwards?
Well, I thought about it a lot. I thought about you know, that could have been the time, but you know, that's not the first time it's had stuff like that's happened to me down there. I've had bears climb the tree with me while I was sitting down there. That's in that video too. So I've got pictures of the bear climbing, you know, up in the tree with me. And then I've had a tree fall on me and the tractor right at the base of that hill where that rattlesnake was, and trapped me on my tractor. I thought that one was going to kill me, but I had to hike out from there, and that was a long hike to get a chainsaw and a buddy to come back and cut my tractor out of it. So,
You sure you're not a cat, Johnny?
you know, my wife has told me that she said, you know how many times you have just been this close to dying since I've known you? And, but somehow I've come out of that stuff. I don't know.
Sorry, everybody's careful. You may have used up 8 of them already.
I'm sure
I was gonna say you've
so
got your
endangered, regulated in Ontario. The timber rattlesnakes are endangered.
Well, they're extirpated, which means they no longer exist unless they're in captivity.
Really?
Correct. I mean, that's what the internet says. I'm not making it up.
Yeah, everything on the internet's correct.
there you go, folks. There's the first giveaway. Knife safety. Put it in. You must know your knife safety.
Jerry's first one.
Yeah, I won't win because it's the first one.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, it's definitely an endangered species. You know, like I said, I spent probably the first 30 years of my life, well, until I met Debbie at the age of 23, we were in the bush more than we were not in the bush. So, you know, and rough camping and all the rest of it. Yeah, that's like we'd take a 12-pack of beer, 2 snow machines, and go up into the bush, and we'd call wolves in to us. How many people are that stupid?
I've seen you handle a knife, so.
Enough said.
Exactly.
Shoot himself.
How many guns did you say you have? Oh, I'm sorry. How many pew-pews do you have in your house?
7.
Wow. No ammo, right?
Oh, got lots of ammo.
Oh.
I'm not allowed to use it without my son's permission, though.
There you go. They got to have a supervisor.
Safe, maybe? Got a safe?
Yeah, they're all locked up.
There you go.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
So-
our government said we had to regulate them. I did it 3 times, and they lost the information 2 out of the 3 times. I said 3 times is the charm. You'll never get any more from me. I registered them 3 times.
No, thank God we don't have to do that here.
Yeah.
Well, again, Chicago in 6 months had more murders than we did in a full year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just Chicago.
And you're somehow related to Chicago to the rest of the country?
No.
Oh, man.
Well, Bill, that's the way the Canadian French spell it. Just letting you know.
What did I do?
Look at your hashtag.
Oh, crap. Oh, well.
Now.
Don't change it now because I think
Oh, I'm not changing anything now.
knife safety.
That's why I need the supervisor.
That's why he needs a supervisor, folks. That's why he's supervised.
Okay, Scott.
What more do you want from me?
That's all right, Scott. Maybe everybody will spell it wrong and I'll have a better chance of winning.
Hey, there you go.
Everybody spell it wrong if you want a chance to win.
Spell it right. See what happens.
Spell it right. Yeah.
Then
My
Jerry,
Walhonger-
then
my
Jerry
Walhonger,
gets
you
it.
need to put it in a different
I got a
way.
chance. 1 out of 9 right now. That's 1 out of 9. I got a chance. No,
We
that's
can't.
what I can.
You can't make this stuff up, folks. You can't make it up.
There's only going to be like 3 people in the runoff on this.
Yeah, with 3 people in the runoff. Oh no, Miss Ann, please.
Well, again, it's my
Now, I
party.
get to bring the attention. Now everybody's getting it right.
Now, Miss
Exactly.
Ann, now, Miss Ann, that you're definitely not going to be. You did lose your mojo if you put that in.
Hey, you just stop making fun of the Golden Princess.
I'm not. I'm just telling her she's not going to win with that one.
Oh my God.
So she doesn't have to feel deflated when she don't win.
I actually did pretty good in them, Melody. But whenever I got a keyboard that, yeah, I got to double check.
Melody, I won the entire 5th grade spelling bee for all of the area up in northeastern Oklahoma. And I know everybody's going to make jokes now and say, well, that don't mean much. but I couldn't believe it. The eggheads that I beat out whenever I was doing that spelling bee, it was crazy.
Well, I
I
know
mean, I
I know one of the words he had to spell wasn't William.
Hey, it was.
William.
I mean,
Because if it
no,
was,
I
he
mean,
would have pronounced it. William.
Hey, he had to spell it all the time.
He would have.
yeah, spelled it every
He
day.
always got them right.
There you go. We need to have a spelling bee contest one day. That'd be fun.
Oh dear.
That'd be fun. We could do a. The only deal is as soon as somebody spelled it right, the gig's up.
If Ginger says, well, I just put it just like it was on the screen, and I was like, are my eyes crossed here or something? Did he really mean to spell it that way?
You see,
No.
everybody paying attention. That's why. He did.
The E jumped.
Yeah. The teacher
I
trying to
spelt
get
it there half the French and half the English.
Mhm.
You just did it to see if people are paying attention.
No,
There you go. No, he totally missed it.
no. That'd be saying like I didn't, I meant to cut myself the other day.
Yeah, so let's show them what they're trying for, guys. This is one
Oh,
of these
hang on.
watermelon knives. That's okay.
Hang on, stand by.
I need to have that because I got a watermelon now and I can't cut it until I win one of those.
This is a limited edition. Limited.
Turn it down a little bit. Down. Whoa. There you go.
This one here is engraved, or we can give you one that's not engraved.
I want mine engraved. Can I send it back?
You may not get it back.
Yeah, I know. He's not going to send it back to me now. Well, he'll send it to Debbie. He won't send it to me. He likes Debbie.
But he'll grind all the edges off, all the sharp edges off.
This one has the lazy days ahead and the year 2023. So
That's awesome. That's awesome, Jesse.
on the dang.
No, you just got to turn it down a little bit because there you go.
Right there.
It's just perfect. It's catching your
My overhead light. Yeah, my overhead light.
Yeah.
I don't see any blood on that one.
No, I washed mine right away. I
That's
said,
why
hang on.
I know how to use
that's why we painted it red, because we knew Scott was going to do something like that.
Well, I don't even know where my wife put it. I don't even know if I could find it.
But don't bother because you might cut yourself if there's nobody there to help you.
Lisa's had
Hi,
her
David and
several years.
Sandy.
Lisa's had her several years, and she's never cut herself. In fact, she did a watermelon. It's called Summer Sweetness, watermelon video last year. Yep. So
I've got the tools.
Uh-oh.
You
Found it.
Leave it covered.
can't hide it from me.
Leave it covered, Scott. Leave it covered.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, please.
You know-
Hank, they're making fun of me, buddy.
We know you and your knife safety.
What you need to do is get that back and grind the edge down so it's flat.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah, you can still
I
color
want it. I want it so that whenever I make sweetbread, it cuts right through.
Well, you know we'll do that now.
Oh, it definitely will.
Hey, so Dave, make sure you put your hashtag in before you go get back to work. We know people are working, so
The much needed what?
Is it Dave or is it Sandy?
it's probably Sandy, but you know,
Peter wants to know.
because she's in the office and Dave is in working in the environment. So
Yeah.
Wants something changed.
Junior, what are you getting that's
Hey,
much
Pete.
needed right now? We're getting some much needed finally.
Yeah, she didn't say what.
And Miss
Now I
Miss
just-
Lisa, I just tried to cut my hair and it won't. It only cuts skin.
Much needed laughter.
Yeah, hold up a little hank of hair off her Hank and see.
I was going to say, I hope it's not rain because you guys were talking about it rains every day there.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is.
Tony, he
Yeah, I
found it.
found it, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they were here either, Tony, until I saw that comment. They were lurking. They were
No.
lurking.
No, they came in and said hi.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, but you guys were in the middle of talking and I didn't want to be rude and say hi.
Well, it never stopped you before.
Nah, I know. But anyways, so while we're waiting, just so everybody knows, I'm hoping within the next, even say month, I should be able to afford my printer. I have ordered my cup, the sealers. So I will be getting into doing merch, cups, and tumblers. So I'm going to do it for YouTube channels, and then I'm going to do an Etsy store, and I'll do some up for I don't know, like seasonal stuff coming up, like fall tumblers or Halloween tumblers, Christmas. Get all that stuff ready to go. So
Missouri's getting flooded with a twister. Maybe that's why Jan's not here. Maybe they're getting inundated.
Oh, I wonder if that's the one that's supposed to be hitting here because they've got us. I don't see any clouds yet.
Yeah, I wish some of that rain would come this way. I'm looking at the weather map right now.
Okay.
Trying to look over at Missouri, and they do have a little storm in the middle of the state going on.
Wow, Tony said they just hit 100 and it's 44% humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
we got
we're-
that.
That's headed east, Johnny.
Huh?
That's headed east.
Is that headed east?
Right now.
That's nice if it's headed east. I wish it'd get here.
It's
Or
headed
no,
east, not
I'm
west.
sorry, we're west.
Yeah, you're
I'm
west
west.
of me.
Yeah,
Unless they
we're
move
west.
to Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're west. We are 100 right now.
Well, Melody, Jesse, show your wood.
My wood.
No,
Hey,
the piece of wood, the engraved piece of wood.
Well, I've done several.
No, just either the one of my logo. Okay, yeah, we got Jesse up there. Either your logo or my logo, whatever. Like that, Melody, is that what you're talking about?
That. I've done this is on cork.
Yeah. So is
I'm
that
just-
because
I'm-
Melody said that they were looking
I'm
for a hot brand type thing that burns logos into wood?
Oh, they want a hot brand. Okay. Well,
Well, no, but
Yeah, they want a hot brand.
That-
Sound like they need a wire burner.
Yeah, they do sell those hot brands,
Yeah.
and they're usually made out of brass or copper.
Actually, you should go to, depending on what your Troy makes them. Troy and Eli, they make the brands, and he's in Ohio, so he's actually probably near, not that far away from your daughter either, Melody.
So Ginger must be just north of Atlanta. That's where they get a lot of rain. Well, that's cool looking, Jesse.
That's what he made a new logo up for Creekside Maples. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it is looking
Very
nice.
good.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was during their first 5 months in the tent.
Yeah, no, that's I think that's an amazing logo.
Very good.
And it'll look good. It'll look good on merch too.
Yeah, it'll look good on merch.
Like it stands out really, really nice. So yeah.
So Jesse, do I have to send you my pin boxes to have you put the Alaska logo on?
Yeah, I can do that. I can put the Alaska.
I can do that.
You mean the Cruising Alaska 25?
Yeah.
I don't know about the
Once
logo.
we get the
We can put Cruising Alaska 25 on there. I don't know about putting the mountains and water and stuff on there. That'd be
Well, why not?
That'd be
Why
too
not?
much
My
detail.
sister's gonna do it.
On a pin? Oh, it's on the box. I'm thinking on the pin.
On the box.
Oh yeah, on the box. We might be able to do that on the box, but not on a pin.
Well, I'll get the boxes and I'll give them to you at Pedals of the Past, so you can take them home and do whatever you can to them.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Now on the pin, I wouldn't mind putting.
No, the pin, it'd be pretty darn hard to write anything on there so you can see it.
No,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised how. No, you'd be surprised how. Okay, hold on.
Well, I'll give you a couple pins. You can do it. I mean, that's no problem. I've got.
well, it's worth a try.
I got a couple dozen pins you could try on. I even got one out of deer antler. You could try it on that too.
Well, you don't want to waste that one.
And don't sleep too long. At 5 o'clock, you can come and watch our live.
I know. I was gonna say, Andel, not the Golden Princess doesn't need her nap today.
She's the princess. No, she's the sweet Southern bellflower of the South.
No, you know exactly why I'm saying that.
I do, but
I told her that's her new nickname.
Did we lose everybody?
All right.
No, we didn't. Okay.
Well, let's give this sucker away.
Well, listen, you're one running
Right.
the show.
I know I am.
You got
Give it
the
away, give it away, give it away now.
knife safety. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Miss
See?
Oh, look at here.
So Ginger got a knife because Ann said give it to Ginger.
Oh, so she did?
Yeah,
No,
look at
Miss
her.
Ann, she got it.
Yeah. She said, go up there and look. You can see her post.
No, I think she said give it to Jerry.
She said, give it to Not for Nothing Homestead.
Yeah, she said, when I win,
So-
give it to Not for Nothing Homestead.
It doesn't matter. And Dale got picked anyway. So
Wow.
Hold on one second.
Miss Ann, do you
I think.
We're conferring with the shipping department. Hold on one second.
I'll be right back. I got to tell Susan something.
Oh, maybe it was.
Maggie, we got Maggie.
She said, yes, please give to Ginger.
I thought Ginger had gotten. Maybe it was the vanilla and they did.
It was the vanilla. Yeah.
Very nice of you, Ann.
All right, we got you, Miss Ann. We got you. We got you covered.
Okay, so Ginger, do you want one that's engraved or do you want a brand new one?
She probably wants me to put Andell Homestead on there.
Oh, I think it should be Lazy Days Ahead with Andale on the other side. If you yes,
Oh, you're right. I could do Lazy Days Ahead on one side and Andell Homestead on the other.
and Dale, I'm giving away my side because it's really being given away on my channel, but I'm giving it away to you, Ann.
No, wait a minute. I'm the one giving it away. Let's call it what it really is. I'm giving it away.
And that's why you've got your own side.
I'm giving it to people in your chat.
That's right. Oh, Ginger's not here. Maybe we should just give it away to
she's
somebody
here.
else.
No, she was here.
No,
She's
I know
here.
she's right. She's right here. I'm just playing with her.
Oh, she didn't. She wasn't here when we drew. So okay.
No. She went to pee or something. So
Yeah,
sorry about your luck, Ginger.
Must be present to pee. I mean to win.
Engraved, please.
Okay, so it'll be Lazy Days Ahead on one side and Not for Nothing Homestead on the other. Yep, and she can use it on her charcuterie board. Her charcuterie board. Say that 5 times in a row. Charcuterie board.
I still have no idea what that is.
See, and I caught her.
Hang on. So back on
Hold up, folks. Now Lisa's got to interject.
back on 715.
Back on 715.
Canadian Family Life won, but she gifted it to Ginger.
Okay.
Because we couldn't ship it over the thing. But Ginger, so maybe that's okay. Ginger may want to give it.
Ginger may want
She may
another.
want to give the ungraved one.
Yeah, she may want to give the ungraved one away. So this would be the second knife that Ginger's receiving
Wow.
Wow.
because Canadian Family Life won one in our giveaway and we don't ship to Canada, so she gave it to Ginger, and now Ginger is getting another one given to her from Miss Ann. So
Ginger.
Now, did she give it to Ginger or did she give it to her sidekick?
no, she gave it to Ginger. She didn't give
Oh,
it to,
okay.
She didn't give it to Megan. Ginger won, or Joe. Actually, Joe, go fix it. Joe, fix it for you. Won.
Giuseppe, yeah.
Yeah, he won the vanilla, and they gifted it, or Ginger gifted it to her daughter.
Right.
Make it move.
Right. Hey, Susan.
Hi, Scott. Hi, Jesse.
Hey, what's going on, Susan? I hear a voice, but
Hi, Susan.
I hear a voice from somewhere.
Here, look.
Here we go.
There she is.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Yes, I'm going to send the ungraved to Megan.
It's right here.
So
She's-
Ginger's keeping the engraved one and she's sending the other one to Megan.
Yeah. Scott's got the graved one. He keeps using it.
Yeah, I got the one that just keeps on giving.
Gonna send him to the grave if you don't watch it.
Grave, yeah.
He's got the graved one.
Or at least he'll be armless.
Tony needs to go weed whack his garden with his his yard with his shoes on. Hey, I wear shoes, Tony. Those are considered, footwear.
So
Well,
when Johnny goes out and does it, Tony, it's called going topless. He has no tops of his shoes.
listen, he started something. I'm now wearing them. I've retired the slides.
I just go barefoot.
There you go.
See me and me.
You can be the barefoot farmer. Now on every video that we see, Jerry's going to be barefoot.
I've been barefoot for 6-7 weeks now.
Yeah, but being in your bedroom barefoot doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm barefoot right now too.
Well, I haven't been out of the house in 7 weeks, except for going to physical therapy.
Yeah, I understand, Jerry. I feel for you. I really do.
I'm getting real sour too. This place.
Yeah, we can
Cabin
tell.
fever. Cabin fever.
Yeah.
Cabin fever. Wouldn't you like to live in Alaska?
Yeah.
Well, I've been in Alaska. I love it up there. There's so much stuff to do.
You live in
up
Alaska
there.
through the winter?
I was up there in the summertime. I worked on a gold claim up there one time.
Yeah.
Y'all don't forget. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jerry.
I just said it was fun. That's all.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, don't forget live tonight on My Wild Home. Miss Ann will be their special guest. 7 p.m. Central. It's
Boy, she was a special
Melody and
guest.
Ryan.
She was a guest last night on Brian's, and she's a guest tonight. Wow.
Well, it's like back in the old days, the guys would do the talk show circuit. They'd be on
Yeah.
all the different talk. Well, Miss Ann's doing that right now on YouTube. She's hitting all the channels. Anybody that'll take her.
We'll take her out.
Hey,
Can I come
It's
up
just-
on your live?
she's a hot commodity now.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
the
I know.
golden princess.
She's the golden princess. Yes.
And she's a guest speaker at the Pedals of the Past. I heard that she's
Well,
a guest speaker there.
As soon
Yeah.
as you get as big as Miss Ann, you just start leaving the rest of us in the dirt.
Yep.
Just saying. Well, before it gets too late, because we're already sitting at 3 hours,
Oh,
Let's,
it's only 10 minutes, Scott.
the little giveaway thing here. Just let me do this.
So is My Wild Home
Biscuit.
going to be? Is My Wild Home going to be at the Pinecone Fest or at the Pedals from the Past? Just asking for a friend.
I don't remember them saying they were.
No, they're not going to fly from British Columbia all the way to Texas just for a meetup.
Why not?
No. Well, I looked into it.
Because, well, yeah, but you're not near as far away as they are. They're coming.
They're
from
closer than me. They're going straight down. I got to go across the country.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. You better Google it.
Yeah, Scott.
You Google it.
It's a whole lot closer from where you're coming from where they're coming from. It's 3,000 miles away from.
You know what? I'm not going to give away their location, but just type in Prince George, BC to Texas, and then type in Ottawa to Texas.
But we're not going to Texas.
All right. My Wild Home
Pinecone Fest?
Oh, I thought he was
said
talking
they
about
will be in
Pedals of the Past.
Texas for a couple of months in October.
Yeah, so
Exactly. They're already going to be there.
they have a son who lives here in Texas.
That's when
Right now, while he's
Pinecone
in
Fest
school.
is
I know.
in
Yeah,
October.
Pinecone
so-
Fest is October the 13th.
all right. Check the spelling, guys.
So there's all natural, and this is for the necklace.
Yeah, from here to Oregon, Scott, it's like 2,200 miles. That's just to Oregon. That's not going up to British Columbia.
I know. So that's what I mean.
It's a lot further from British
It's a
Columbia.
lot.
It's
My
a lot
Wild
further.
Home, y'all come over and I'll take you to my favorite Mexican restaurant. All right. So Scott's giving away his biscuit holder.
So he's going to drive you all the way down here to Texas
I
to get good Mexican food.
said my
Tex-Mex.
favorite.
Johnny, I
Mexican.
might do that. I might come over there because I like Mexican.
Hey, come on, Jerry. My treat.
It's not that far.
You're a sucker to drive that far. You come on in.
It ain't that far. Like 2.5 hours for me.
There you go. Come on over, Jerry. We'll hang out.
It'd be worth it
You bet.
for a good Mexican meal. Hell, I'll
Hey,
drive.
tell you,
I'll drive 2,100 miles for good Mexican meal.
I'll tell you something about good Mexican food. If you go to a restaurant and they bring you chips automatically, it's not Mexican. That's Tex-Mex. That's that stuff down there, you know.
Yep. They're trying to fill you up.
Yep, they're trying to fill you up so you don't complain too much about the. But if they don't bring you any chips, you know you're in the right spot.
I think that's just a given down here, and people expect it.
Yeah, they complain whenever they go to this restaurant today because y'all don't bring chips. But after they eat, they're not complaining anymore.
Oh, you get a good, decent
We
Besides,
I've been to a bunch of them. We got a good one. As a matter of fact, in my next video, I am going to see who watches my videos, because everybody that watches my videos knows the name of my favorite Mexican food place. Because I have actually driven up to it twice in a couple of videos recently.
I'll give you a hint, folks. It's not Pancho's.
You're right.
It's not Pancho's. You remember the place where you pull the flag down? I don't know if they had them where y'all are at.
We had one called we had one like that where you pulled the flag down and
You
they
raise
brought
the flag?
food, and it was called what was that called? Casa Bonita.
It's probably a spinoff of Pancho's.
I'm thinking it's not El Charro's either.
Yeah.
wow, I didn't think I knew there was a bit of a difference, but I didn't realize. So and they're don't get me wrong, they're even more north than where this is by quite a few hours, but it's 2,100 miles from Prince George to Houston, and I am 1,400 miles from Ottawa to Houston.
1,400 miles. Yeah, it's a straight shot up for us.
Well, that's not that bad.
Hey, listen, I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
You see, and it's great because my halfway spot is at Mrs. Doubtfire's. So I'll be able to stop and have dinner with Mrs. Doubtfire and Sir Grace.
You're
There you
closer
go.
to me, Scott, than I am to California.
What's that? Sorry?
I said you're closer to me than I am California.
How do you figure?
It's 2,100 miles to California for me. And you're less than that. You're only 1,400 from Houston.
So that's 700 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm probably 500 miles from Houston.
Linda, you've been to Prince George? My good God. I delivered transport tires up there several times out of Delta, BC, which is a suburb of Vancouver. And I picked up in Indianapolis takeout or takeaway containers, you guys call them, and brought them up to Delta, went over 3 doors, loaded up tires, and went up north. Hey, Susan. Suzanne Goulet. Oh, funny how the Golden Princess says she's going for a nap till she wins.
Yep. Now she's trying to find the video that I did that I named my favorite Mexican restaurant on.
Man, sorry, Melody. She's going to be cranky on your live tonight. The Golden Princess.
At least I don't think they can.
So
What's up?
Give it away now.
Now we can. All right. The last little bit. If you're in, you're in. If you're not, you're not. Giddy up.
yeah, I might as well try to win this thing. Hang on.
All right.
All natural.
Johnny will win it now. It's the last one to put it in. He'll win.
Probably.
Yeah,
What am I winning? It's a natural bracelet. It's leather and it's got a detailed piece of wood, and it's just a neat little necklace, natural necklace.
You can hang a biscuit around your neck.
Yep.
So long as it's not cooked yet, there's no problems.
What do you call it, a necklace?
He called it a necklace. A necklace.
What do you call it?
Sorry, I'm just
A
making fun of the way you pronounce it. Necklace.
Necklace. You call it a necklace.
At least he didn't say A afterwards.
It's like
That's true. Necklace.
The only people that say that are you guys.
Safte.
My
Necklace.
mom-
We're not the only ones that say necklace.
No, what Jerry just said.
Eh?
A.
All Canadians said A.
All Canadians say A.
Yeah.
Well,
No, that may be all the uneducated ones.
Oh,
No.
All right, here we go.
Tony, you listening to this?
He is A.
Jesse's girl.
Suzanne.
Man,
Susan.
A.
That's Goulet.
slides right on in here and wins.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
I know, eh?
Suzanne E. Goulet.
Scott.
Ginger. she
If
will
you
not-
can send me hang on, Suzanne, if you can send me your address, ramblingwiththebrooms@gmail.com, I will get that out to you.
All right. Ginger, she will not be back in
There we go.
time for the live, but I have a couple of co-hosts that I will have
Backups.
that I will have assisting me. I think one's going to come on around 5 o'clock with me, and then the other one's going to pop in around 5:30, I think. And it's just one of them. Most of you probably never heard of them, and I'm just trying to get them out there a little bit where they're seen and stuff, so you can meet him and things. But
Seat warmers for Christine.
yeah, nobody can take Christine's place. I can tell you that. She is like a firecracker beside me whenever we're trying to do these lives. I mean, she is just hummingbirding all around and when
Look at that, Scott, your fellow Canadian. We literally say A all the time. Didn't realize how much until we spent a few months in the States this past year.
yeah,
That's
did
one
you-
thing that I've never done, never will.
you ever watch Canadian Bacon?
Ham, yeah.
So, yes, thank you, Ginger. Actually, I'm going to have, I think Josh from Southern Roots Alaskan Branches is going to be helping me at the first half, and I mean he'll be there. And then I've got a new channel that, like I said, probably nobody here's heard of, and I've been watching them for quite a while, and they have a similar place to ours, and so I'm going to bring them in halfway through the hour.
Cool.
So you're saying that Christine won't be there at all then?
She might, no, she won't. And I think the plane arrives about 4:40 or something like that in Tulsa. But
Oh.
by the time she gets in the car, it's going to be, after 5, and then it's over an hour drive back. So, she'll probably walk in about the time it's ending or something.
I mean, she could log in on her phone and do it.
We talked about that, but there's so many dead spots between here and there. There's a lot of dead.
And that's all that's all you need is having it go in and out, and But anyways, folks, I'm already starting to get. I know you are, Melody. Trust me. If there's one person that can give it and take it, really, did I have to put that in a video? No. But I had to do a service announcement for everybody, because if I didn't, Giuseppe might have grabbed the knife, and whenever I go like that, oh no, not again.
You just cut yourself again.
No,
It looked like it.
I gotta edit it. Anyway, so yeah.
He's not showing, but if he starts getting pale, we know.
Yeah. No, that didn't even leave a mark.
I'm telling you, folks. The new rambling Ginsu.
You need to put
Exactly.
it down, leave it alone, Scott.
What's that?
You need to put that down and leave it alone. You're dangerous with it.
Hey, did you play on monkey bars when you were a kid?
Pardon me?
Did you play on monkey bars when you were a kid?
Why do you think I'm disabled now?
He fell a lot on his head.
They had all kind of torture devices out there in the.
Oh my God! Like what we used to play with, we used to take Roman candles and have like Roman candle fights.
Love those things.
Yeah, absolutely. They were a blast. Or you'd be at the cottage. You'd be at the cottage, and one of your aunt and uncles would go into the outhouse. You'd light those firecrackers that are all joined together and throw them underneath the outhouse.
Our big deal was bottle rocket fights.
If they were full of, they weren't after.
Bottle rocket fires. If I see come back, your fingers are all burnt from hanging on to the bottle rocket.
Yeah. Oh, gracious. Anyways, folks, I'm going to have to call it a day because, my middle wants me to make pizza dough for supper. So I got to go get that going. And, well, old Hank's about to chew off my leg here. He wants to go outside. So,
Okay, before we go, Johnny, can you give us a list of those going tonight, the Homestead Hangout? It starts with you, right?
I can tell you the Homestead Hangout, folks. Okay. And there are other channels like Alaska Bill, My Wild Home, and others that are also going to be live tonight. But Promised Land Ranch is also in there. But tonight's a busy night. So for Homestead Hangout, it is us at 5:00 p.m. Central. So it's Gillum Farms, 5 p.m. Central. Then it goes to White Rock Homestead with Jason and Tara at 6:00. Then it goes to Muddin' for Nothing with Ginger and Tiffany at 7:00. Then it goes to 9 Acre Family Farms at 8:00 with Dale and Nana, which is Lisa. And then it goes to Kettle Kitchen with Tony at 9:00. Now that's what we call Homestead Hangout. There's other channels that are that also are in there. And Alaska Bill, I think his starts at, I believe his is at 8:00 Central. You got to remember the Central time. So base yours off of what I'm saying here. And Bland's Promised Land is at 8:00 Central, but they go 2 hours. They go 8 and 9.
Yeah.
And then we have My Wild Home, which is at 7 Central, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
So we're
having Miss Ann tonight.
Those are just some of the channels that are on tonight. So you know, but
And-
I think we're the kickoff at 5:00. So come on over.
Yeah. And then tomorrow night for, our Friday night lineup is Brenda at 5 Central. Jan's at 6 Central. I'm at 7 Central.
Yeah.
And Lisa at Yogi Hollow Farms is 8:30 Central.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Freedom Redbird, Rambling with
Yep.
the Brums.
No.
Simply Jan, then Rambling with the Brums, and then
Sleepy Hollow Yogi Hollow
Yogi
Farms.
Hollow Farm. Lisa.
So yeah. So we have 2 good nights of not that Wednesday night's not good, but we have 2 good nights some good old.
Not going to.
Well, let's put it this way: if you're watching and you don't laugh, check your pulse.
Okay. Joyfully Orange Deborah, before you shut us off here, she said,
Okay.
is there a list for the Homestead Hangout?
Contact what's his name was starting to put one together last night. David Moffat.
David Moffat.
Crown something. Hang on. If you send him an email, he's compiling right now. So if you're a channel, send him a message. And if you just want the information, give him a week or so. Oh wow, Suzanne, you're quick.
What's that? Oh,
And yes, she was lurking. What's David's email?
shoot, another thing too.
It was Crown.
Oh, it's
too.
crownpc@yahoo.com.
Yeah.
And that's David Moffat. And if you're a channel and you go live, he wants to know because he's compiling a list of everybody that's going live. So, I don't know. Maybe if Johnny, you want to get Christine to send him a message, but again, it'll be right near. If somebody wants to double check David's email, it'll be near the end of this live. And it's Crown PC. So CROWNPC
It's in the chat.
at yahoo.com.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but my chat doesn't come up for 24 hours. So if they're looking for it later tonight, they can't find it. That's why I just said it again.
Joyfully Orange Deborah, it's not we're not talking about a channel for doing videos. We're talking about the channels that will be live.
Yes.
But she was asking where she could get a list, and the reason they're sending you to him is because he's putting together a list.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
he might be able to
compiling.
find it for you. Yeah, he's compiling, so he can give you that whatever he has.
Okay. Yahoo
Just-
or Gmail.
It's Yahoo.
It's right above your name, Deborah. CrownPC at yahoo.com. He's got one of them there, old emails.
I think that Ginger said her thumbnail has all of the Homestead Hangout folks listed in the description, and I believe that ours does too. I'm gonna check real quick. If you go to Gillum Farms and look up
So one of you should send David a message so that he does know. And like he said, there's a lot of folks that are looking at like times to go live. So if they look at the list and say, well, there's already 42 channels going live, just like the same as whenever Jesse and I pick Saturday night. And then everybody else was like,
yeah. Unfortunately, I just looked at my description and I don't have every one of them listed in my description for tonight because I was describing why I was having co-host tonight. But I think Ginger's, if you go to Not For Nothing Homestead, she said she has the Homestead Hangout folks in her description.
Well, actually, so Ginger, you should send David a message then with everybody's. Then it's done, and just let everybody know tonight that you've already let David Moffat know. You know, and Melody, you let him know, and whoever else is in here that would go live. I think that's about it. And then, well, Jesse, you guys shoot him a message, let him know about Saturday night. Are you going to go weekly, or are you going to stay every 2 weeks?
I'm staying every 2 weeks. Lisa can keep up if I go weekly.
So
I was going to say, you're working her knuckles right to the bone.
Really keep up with once every 2 weeks.
So Scott, are you going live after Jesse on the Saturday now or not?
No.
No,
I've got my Thursday and my Friday. That's all I'm doing.
Well, maybe I'll jump in after Jesse then.
Well, the reason why I gave it up is Jesse and I were alone, and then it turned out that there was like 15 different people going live after Jesse's fine. He went early enough that he's the only one. But then there was just far too much competition on Saturday nights now.
Well,
so that's why I went.
That's why I haven't gone live. There's no real time to do it.
Yeah, well, in Friday night, I've always wanted to go Friday night, and then I gave it up for Jen and Wiley to do theirs, and then they gave that up. So, oh no, don't do that! You'll cut them.
I know how to use.
No, she knows how to.
Hey,
use
Lisa,
How to use them.
use one of these.
Well, I could have.
You better put that back in the sheath, Scott.
Yeah, please. do
Thanks,
that.
Johnny.
Jerry, if you do go Saturday night, just keep in mind we typically go 2 hours, sometimes more.
Yeah, sometimes long.
2 or 3 hours. Yeah.
That's all I said. 2
Like
hours.
3 hours.
Well, I stopped doing it Friday night because of my knee surgery. So I was going
Yeah.
Friday night at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock with Gary, and we did from 8 to 10. But then we had the knee surgery come up, so I stopped doing it for a while. So, but it's like you're doing whatever. When you go live, you're going to step on somebody. You can't help it.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's why
That's why I went to Saturday.
David Moffat was coming up with that list. I started laughing because I felt like you're gonna have so many channels out there, but they're stepping on each other to make a difference.
That's it. And then you have the bigger channels that just don't care. They'll go live whenever they want.
That's right. Or they don't go live at all. I know some big channels that hardly ever go live.
That's it.
So
It's because they don't. Whenever you get to be like the size of Daniel Arms or, Kevin and them, unfortunately, your chat's going so fast. You really can't chat and have fun and interact with folks. It just, you get to the point where it's near impossible to communicate in a chat.
right.
And, well, people are here to talk to us. They're not here to just sit. Well, I guess some of them are to sit back and do nothing, but a lot of folks like to be interactive. And I know for myself, I go into your live to be interactive, to laugh and joke together and, make fun of one another. And, that's just what we do. Right. And that's why we get along so well.
Well, that's
Nobody
I don't need to go live, Scott. I come here and you make fun of me, so I don't need to go live to be made fun of.
Exactly. But again, you don't go away and get butthurt.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, well, I guess sometimes you do, but that's okay.
I just get hurt when I say something and you ignore it. That's how I get hurt.
But again, that's what I mean. You got to try to keep one eye on the. And I've got to get used to putting everything back. Get off the counter.
I like Jesse's idea of putting an 8-second slow-mo on it.
Yeah, but there's a misconception about slow mode. So slow mode is not exactly what you think. It's not going to slow the chat down. What slow mode does is it prevents a person from putting a comment right after the other. Like
Right.
copy
Yeah.
paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Like as if they were trying to enter something, or if they're trying to get to recognize their channel. I mean their comment, like, "Hey, I'm here." They can copy that and go, "Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here." That slow
Hey.
mode allows you to put a time limit. Say that you can say something every 8 seconds or every 10 seconds. It also prevents spammers, people from spamming
Yeah.
you. But it's not necessarily going to slow the chat down, because if you have 50 people in your chat, or you've got 3,000 people in your chat, it's going to scroll as fast as a comment is entered. You understand? As fast as a comment is entered, that's how fast it's going to go. It only slow modes those who try to, comment more than once right away.
Boy, Hank's getting big.
Oh yeah. He's a growing
Big old
concern.
boy.
Hey,
Hey,
buddy.
Hanky. Hanky Panky, what's going on?
Say hi, Gussie. The only person other than me or Debbie he'll come to is whenever he hears Jesse's voice.
Hanky Panky.
Are you my boy?
Hey, Hank.
Are you daddy's boy?
Hank, you want a treat? I got a treat for you right here. Look.
Say, I can't have those, Jesse.
All you want.
I can't have those. They make me sick.
These folks are actually Toby's, but he won't eat them. He eats there's 3 pieces of
He
meat
eats
on
all
it.
the good stuff.
He eats the good stuff off the thing and then leaves the rawhide there. So I give these to my sister.
I want to get down by
Her
Your
dog.
sister.
My sister has dog. And
Oh, I thought you was trying to tell me your sister was chewing on them.
No, don't go there.
Oh, you just wait. I'm going to let her know. She's going to be out to get you.
The middle sister.
Well, guys, I'm going to have to get around here and start doing the laundry and the dishes because Christine's on her way home.
Yeah, you gotta get everything cleaned up.
Uh-oh.
The boss is going to be home. You have you been sitting on your behind all day long live? Mm-hmm.
Mine's leaving next weekend, Johnny. So maybe I'll come down next weekend.
Do what?
Mine's leaving next weekend. She leaves here the 10th and won't be back until the 15th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's going on a quilt retreat in California.
Well, you know, I know Christine's going somewhere else this month. I don't know where she's going the next time, but yeah, I'll probably be sitting here by myself again for a period of time.
Jeez.
But anyway,
You guys are all hard done by.
huh?
You guys are all hard done by. And I can't give mine away. But again, I can't be left alone either. So.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't,
You need somebody to watch it. But anyway, I'm gonna jump because I got to
Yes.
do a couple of things and get ready for got 2.5 hours to get ready for ours. So anyway,
See you later, folks.
See ya.
bye.